Welcome to the show, everybody. It's Sancho and
Silentknight371. Let's go one silent night.
silent night.
No,
three women.
No, one silent night. You can't jump in my head and just run with it. That's fine. One silent night, three, and that's how we'll do that.
173.
That works.
So you're going to be seeing this one after the fact. It was supposed to be live, but apparently we weren't sending enough video for YouTube and Instagram and everything else. I'm going to go ahead and take those off so I don't hear myself, and I don't need to. The reality is you probably don't need to since you're sitting next to me. But either way, just wanted to go over some the fun shit I've been doing around here. I mean, you've noticed the studio changes and fun green screen, which once again driving me up a wall is going to make me have to move that over just a hair. I swear this software is one of the biggest challenges I have, is just trying to make this freaking software work properly every time.
Yeah.
I have all this stuff preset up there. Every time I close the page, shit moves around.
It looks good though, I'm not gonna lie. You put a lot into it. So
Dude, you don't even know. It's the second streaming software I've used.
okay.
It's kind of nice that it gives you the dual outputs, and of course Snickers is going to be meowing at the door while we're trying to do this.
Yeah, I know, right? Snickers. He's cool.
He's a jerk. He'll wait till you've turned all the lights off, you've just laid down in bed, and then he starts ripping at that door with his claws, like trying to open it. But it's it pushes inward, not outward. So it's like
he pincushioned my leg.
Frickin' night.
Yeah, he pincushioned my leg like a couple times, but
he's a dick. I'm telling you.
At first, I felt like maybe he liked to hear his own voice, so I thought you were going for the, until the last minute he'll wait, and then he'll just start meowing the whole time. But then you talked about the nails. I was like, well, yeah, man.
Oh, he'll do that. He's a dick like that.
I got it.
But so I've got streaming software issues to deal with, and that could just be an issue with my internet, which doesn't seem to be, because I've got 50 megabyte upload speed, which should be more than enough. Although now that I'm thinking about it, it might be because I'm trying to send it individually to like 12 different websites.
Mm-hmm.
I should probably use a service like Restream or something and just send it to them, send it out.
Now, in light of that, with you recording it, are you still going to be able to show them whatever feed that you got?
Oh yeah, dude, it's going to show just like it shows up there on the left side and right. That's what's being recorded.
Okay.
The only difference is we don't have the live chat.
Okay.
So like if anybody pops in, we're not going to see messages or anything now.
Oh, that's
so,
right.
But it is what it is. I mean, this is still an ongoing process, and I know, like, I've got a lot of stuff put together already. We've got the Discord, we've got the website, we've got the radio station that runs, streaming all the time, etc., uploading short video. And I've been popping off a lot of little short videos here. At least I'm trying to do at least 1 or 2 a day.
Okay.
And I've got one I've got to edit tonight too, so that'll go up. But I've integrated more platforms. We're on Instagram now. We're picking up followers on Instagram, which is pretty cool.
Do you feel like you're getting the turnout you expected for starting to up and run?
I've got more turnout than I thought so.
That's good.
Now, I never expected to have 1 million followers overnight, obviously.
Yeah.
It's going to take some time to get there, but it's a steady climb. Mm-hmm. And I haven't even announced like an official launch yet, right? Everything is still in the testing phases.
Okay.
But I'm testing it live.
Yeah.
I'm implementing it and seeing how it works, and if I have little bugs and issues, we'll fix them along the way, as opposed to doing this stuff all like in the, spending 6 months to set it up and then going live. No, I'd rather build it as I go and figure it out. So
do you feel like with the way you're going about it, if you find viewers, are you going to attempt to adjust through trend set, to get more, or are you going to continue?
Now when you say by trend set, you mean am I going to start trying to chase what's trending or like viral or whatever?
Yeah, so you can try and bring in more people. No.
Nah. I mean, I might to some extent, but I always hate doing stuff that people have already done.
Yeah.
And granted, you know, it's that old South Park joke with, you know, Satan going, I don't want to do it if Diddy did it. It's even worse now after what Diddy did.
Miss J-Lo, I want to do it just because I want to, okay? So,
okay, I'll give you J-Lo. But my point is, like, then I realized that there's, 8 billion people on this planet, and there's been how many billion before that? Everything that can be done has been done until we invent something else to do something new.
Okay, but recognition Stone Temple Pilots. Okay, that's I recognize it. That was
where are you seeing Stone Temple?
Yes, it hit my mind. It was like the recognition Stone. I mean,
Temple STP Pilots. Is a great fucking band. I'll give you that.
I'm not saying. Is it STP? Is it really STP? Isn't AutoZone STP
oil filters?
Okay, so
what
oil
you're thinking of.
STP.
But STP is also Stone Temple Pilots. It's a faster way to say.
Are you serious? I didn't even link the two.
And that was before they became Audio Slave. Wait, they did become Audio Slave, didn't they?
I don't think they became Audio. I don't know. I don't know.
Hold on, we gotta find that out.
I can't say they can't because I don't know.
No, it was Soundgarden that became Audio Slave.
Okay.
Wasn't it?
I'm gonna say okay because that sounds legit. I can't say.
It's gonna tell me right here. Soundgarden, Washington. Soundgarden redirects here. Washington. Come on now.
Check the right hand side, maybe. Maybe not.
It's in here somewhere. I'm telling you. So, sort of 40 minutes. Band was introduced.
You might have to go. You might have to reverse it and go Audio Slave before.
Audio Slave before. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Audio Slave, both rock bands fronted by the late singer Chris Cornell. So yeah, it was Chris Cornell transferred over after Soundgarden and became Audio Slave.
Yeah, so it says Soundgarden was a pioneer of the 1990s grunge movement. No, come on, there audio's effing up my English.
Hearing yourself screws you up, doesn't it? You know. That's one of the next things on my list is figuring out audio, because right now we're hearing the same thing and we're talking into one microphone. The reality is we should each have our own mics, our own headset with audio mixers. I shouldn't hear myself. I should hear you. Yeah. You should hear me, but I shouldn't hear myself.
I don't mind hearing myself. It's amazing that it sounds like I am not enunciating. Okay, that was
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It trips you out because hearing your own voice makes me stop talking right. I can hear myself slowing down. I can hear myself talking gibberish when I do that. So
I gotta tune it out. If I tune it out and I just start talking, it's all right.
I try, but you know, brain damage sucks because I only have so many channels to go through in there, and they cross a lot. So
okay, in short sight, bringing up the grudge movement without going too far into it, because we were talking about the podcast.
Oh, dude, we can meander off. I give a crap less. That's the whole point of the Brocast. We're just hanging out and chilling.
So, 1990s, The Crow, Brendan Lee.
The Crow. The movie?
Yes.
You know, I had in high school like a couple friends that were just obsessed with that movie, but it's not one I ever actually watched. And this is, feel free to look at me weird for this, but whenever somebody comes to me with something and they're like super obsessed with it, you know, like, oh, this is the coolest thing, and they go into freaking detail about it and they tell me all about it. For some reason in my mind, it like, all right, you know all you need to know. You don't need to bother watching that now.
Yeah.
And in fact, it would annoy me to watch it. You know, like it's as weird as that is. It's like people have ruined it for me. If I discover it on my own, that's one thing. But if you come to me and throw me the whole plot and all this other crap, and I mean, not necessarily even spoilers, like just the bare minimum, like you know, Billy drives a car and picks up a hooker, you can figure out the rest. I don't give a shit about Billy or his car or the hooker. I don't know. I'm not watching that shit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I need a little bit, just like find it on my own kind of shit. Another good example, like there's a game called Skyrim, hugely popular game.
Great game.
And see, you know it.
Great.
You know it too.
The shouts.
I won't play it. I've never played it, and I never will. And I'm gonna get a lot of shit for this from people who love the game, and I can already see the look on your face. And I'll tell you why. I will tell you why, because you want to know how I was introduced to the game?
Oh.
By my autistic nephew. And the first time he whips it out, he goes, and it was like 3 weeks straight.
Yeah.
Of nothing but Skyrim. He was he got the manual for it, and he's like reading crap out of the book, you know, the manual for the game, and he's telling me, he basically told me the entire game in the span of 3 days.
Oh shit.
And now I just don't have any desire to ever pick up a controller in that.
Okay.
You know, and the worst part is, from my understanding, it's a similar game engine to Fallout. Same studio, if I'm not mistaken, to Fallout, Bethesda. So I've already played all the Fallouts, and I've fought the Deathclaw. I've just replaced the Deathclaw with a dragon, and ta-da, I've got the same experience. Kind of, you know, that's why I just never will play Skyrim.
All right, so I'm gonna shoot that backwards.
Feel free.
The autistic friend is probably chill because he plays Skyrim.
I'm not saying he's not chill. I'm just saying he ruined it for me by hyper focusing on it and just spitting so many facts and like stories and reading from the game manual was just too much.
Okay,
you know?
so I'm gonna spit this backwards. Your autistic friend is dope for playing Skyrim. First off, okay. In short sight, I played Skyrim. Skyrim's dope because the character personnel, you can connect with people who play Skyrim in such a way as to look at them and be like, hey, what character you play with? And they're like, Nord. You would be a Nord. I can see that. It's like Dark Elf. That's sinister. I didn't even know you could pull that. I played Redguard. I played Redguard in Skyrim and Oblivion. Now, in Oblivion, I'm the guy who bought the manual and played the game and then got pissed when I couldn't figure something out and opened the manual and was like, what the hell's going on in this game? You know? So the concept of Skyrim and Oblivion is, at the time, because Xbox did so well in its original console, when it broke out into the 360, it was the next big thing. It was like PS2, you know? So search engines for gaming were large. They were building games, they were building great platforms to play games, but the goal was to get to multiplayer platforms in such a way to inspire gamers to play Xbox and leave PlayStation. Because PlayStation,
that was what Halo did.
Right. That's another
Halo was
game.
huge for multiplayer.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, I even got into Halo multiplayer back in the day.
But PlayStation, from my aspect, was a great one-player based system. But when you go into Xbox, its orientation was built for the multiplayer. But they had great one-player games like Oblivion, you know, and so then they came up with the online gameplay for Skyrim's, Oblivion's, Morrowind, etc., etc. Tracking backwards, The Crow, the movie.
Oh yeah, we got way far away from that, didn't we?
Not that I can tell you a whole lot about it. Brandon Lee was like Bruce Lee's son. Great. The guy's supposed to be like martial artist. Not that bad. Grudge period. Great. Story concept was kind of 50-50. But at the time of the movie, its concept was built off comic. Okay, so that's like time period of Spawn, time period of Dick Tracy, stuff like that.
Right.
So in short sight, they remake it, put it out there. The reason why I bring it up is because the grudge movement was pretty large, obviously, and it kind of had that same concept. But the cool part about it was he plays this dope guitar riff in it, and you're like, hell yeah, that's just good. Which led me to another point. Yeah, exactly. He plays this dope guitar riff in it, and it's like, dang, it's good. So the whole orientation in the movie is there's this one song, and it tracks throughout the movie. But great movie. I watched it when I was a kid, and I caught it on Sci-Fi Channel. So it wasn't like a large premiere movie.
Right.
It was just like a sci-fi movie that came out.
Some of these sci-fi movies were pretty good, though.
Yeah, just kept building and building and building and building. The point that I was getting to is I Know What You Did Last Summer is a Jennifer Love Hewitt movie. There's this opening song, and it's got the grudge movement atmosphere to it, but it is the dopest entrance song that you can listen to. And as we got into this, like, Soundgarden was a pioneer of the 1990s grudge movement, it was like, man, there was this one song in I Know What You Did Last Summer they opened up with, and that shit was the dope.
Scotty
song.
doesn't know that feeling. Me do it in my van every Sunday. No, not that one. That's American Pie.
Yeah. Oh no, that's where I was going with it. But
American Pie.
If I had, who was it?
The little redhead?
Who was it? No.
Tickler's mom?
No. It was the foreign woman who was naked. Who is now?
Exactly, yeah.
Goodness sake.
What's her name?
Am I drawing a blank? I don't think it's the same person, but it might be. Hold on. No.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead. Go for it.
I'm gonna look it up.
I keep wanting to say Gamma. It's not Gamma. It's oh my God, I'm in love with her too, and I know I'm in it.
Nadia, the Czech exchange student played by Shannon Elizabeth.
Okay, so first off, I'm glad I didn't say anything because I was going for a different name.
You're gonna pick a different actress and just be an insult, huh?
What is her name?
Gal Gadot.
Did you say Gal Gadot? Yes. Gal Gadot. Okay, so yeah. Okay, you can't read my mind every single time. Okay, you got to give me some kind of space to be.
It's not that I'm reading your mind. It's that this is a world that was created for me. We're in my coma delusion still. I don't think you exist. You're just here.
No,
it's you might be a nurse in the hospital. I don't fucking know.
You got to wait until I drink more beer before to tell me I don't exist. Okay.
Hey, technically, I mean, none of us might exist.
You can't embrace all of social society by telling me I don't exist.
I don't embrace social society, though.
Yeah, but I
kind of shun it.
You bought into social society by telling me I don't exist so they can feel good about whatever goes on in the orientation of my circumstances and circumstance.
No, that was more of me questioning my reality.
Oh.
Like,
so on a
maybe I'm dead and this is my purgatory.
Yeah, so in a triple beam,
spirits fucking with me.
Yeah, so you're a triple beam. In a triple beam, your weight is down here and keeps me lifted because of how pungent it is, and I'm like over here lofty as
So I'm the stinky heavy fucker holding you up. Is that what you're telling me?
Well, that's what you're saying when you're looking at your life and it's like, you don't exist. Well, if I don't exist, it's because you're so planted on the triple beam. Okay.
That's all I'm saying. I can't be sure.
Oh.
The only thing I can be sure of is, I don't know, I don't want to say that one out loud.
Dain Bramage, right?
Brain damage is a bitch.
Yeah.
In fact, I had kind of a rough week. Monday and Tuesday. Or was it Thursday? Fuck, I don't even remember what day it is at this point. But I had to run out to Nanilchik to fix a boiler. And I intended to record in that video. I did record it in like 6 sections, but I kept forgetting that, oh yeah, I was going to record this shit. And then half the time I'm in there, I did most of the work before I picked the camera up again. So there's nothing to show anybody.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I even put in there, I was like, damn, I must be having a bad week because I can't remember the small shit this week. And I got that fucking itch in my head. You ever get like, obviously you probably had like an itch on your head, right?
Right.
Have you ever had one inside your skull?
No, but I had somebody do like a dolphin click inside my skull and it threw me off.
A dolphin click inside your skull? Eek,
So
eek,
today,
eek, eek.
I was talking, to a person. That's
Are you
funny.
sure they weren't a dolphin?
I have no idea. They could have been. But I'm talking, and as I'm communicating with the person, there's this loud, like, click in the back of my head. And it's like, yeah, well, just one large click. And it was like, why would somebody do that? But I'm going to keep on talking.
I mean, maybe they didn't. Maybe there was somebody standing behind you with a dog trainer just fucking with.
Telepathy is a mother. It's a mother. I can't stand it. But levitators, telepathy, there's a skill to it. You know, you can't rob a bank, but you can. You know, and then in all ideal, I call it Bluetooth nanotechnology. You know, it's like I don't have a chip. I don't have a barcode. You know, I'm not.
You don't need a chip or a barcode. The reality of it is, they have studied human psychology for fucking so long.
Right.
They know how to manipulate you. They know how to make you think a certain way. They know how to make you buy shit. Like, if we're being honest, it's just conditioning.
Yeah.
It's programming. And it's everywhere. That's why I hate ads. That's why I hate fucking corporate press.
Right. So Bluetooth nanotechnology for me is like, when Bluetooth came out, they had that connectivity voice, you know, and the promotion, and it leaned into Wi-Fi. So now you have Wi-Fi, you can click a button and link up with somebody's internet, like computer sharing, iCloud, and such things like that. So now Bluetooth Bluetooth nanotechnology is similar to what Bluetooth is, but it's instilled in your head and somehow you can't get rid of it. But it's not chip based, even though it's nanotechnology. Crazy, right?
Totally.
Yeah. Way out there. It's an idea. It's like, so how am I linked to you, talking to you, while you can see me when I don't like it, and I still have privacy, but I can hear you and I don't want it?
You can assume you have privacy, but you don't.
No. I should have been a stripper.
I mean,
I should have been a stripper.
You should.
I should have kept my body in shape and been a stripper.
You still can.
My body's still in shape.
You still can be.
My body's still in straight.
I mean, I got some ones right here. We can do this thing.
Was that what?
I got some ones right here. We can do this thing.
I'll get up on this table in a heartbeat, but I'm not taking off no clothes.
Well,
I'm not taking off.
Doesn't make you a stripper if you don't take off
a
no
shoe. I'll take off a shoe and a sock.
No.
A shoe and a sock.
I want Dawn, all right? If we're going to do this, you better go full frontal. Okay? We're not half-assing shit around here.
I haven't worn a G-string. Can't believe this sound is what the...
There are some audio filters and noise suppressors, unfortunately, because of the generator and some of the other noises around here.
I can handle it.
I had to change the audio just a tiny bit. But I have soundproof paneling coming and some other stuff that'll hopefully help mitigate that. And we can switch over to a little bit softer settings on the audio. So you'll sound more normal.
It's all right. You know what? The worst thing... Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was going to say, at least I don't sound like a fat guy. Usually I sound like a fat guy on a microphone.
So the worst thing that can happen is when people may see, they're going to look and be like, hey, this is a guy that's like one of those drunk history characters. You know, he's drinking and He's all outside of himself.
Again?
No, you didn't. It dropped right in front of him, but he was definitely attention to detail.
Cat's so annoying.
So I'm on over G.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm offline, obviously. So I played over G the first time, and as you know, there was a temporal malfunction where I game raged and I damaged the game console, the game, and everything. Got rid of it, and then I got the opportunity to get it all back. Okay. So
now let's learn our lesson.
Yeah.
And not rage on the machine again. All right.
Right. So in that first profile,
feel free to punch your TV.
oh yeah.
I got like 30 TVs. I can just give you another one.
Yeah.
But that was my last Xbox.
Yeah.
So
in the first profile, I have, or in the first set of Over G, I have 5 profile names. Okay. The first one is flight pilot named Stress, Mission 009, Hitman 4, Tar Heel Blue, and Graphic Nature.
Graphic Nature.
Okay. So Graphic Nature, I had an F-22A Raptor, right? Hell yeah, super dope. I flew that thing in the arena. It was dope. I had an F-18E, a F-35B, an F-15E, and an F-16C that I was flying with in the arena. Okay. Check that. I had a game plan. It was going good. I had my rank. It was all offline. No big deal. Game rage. Done. Okay. Didn't even keep the memory card.
Ooh.
We're at this new phase. Over G. I'm in offline. I'm in South America in the career mode, building up my planes to get ready to play in the arena. I have not started in the arena because I have a game plan of how I want to run the arena for the 5 profile names that I have. And the 5 profile names are Blitz and Dash, Sinking Teeth, Coiled Nature, Track at 1, and Sacred Art. You know, so it would be like Captain James Sacred Art Smith, or, you know, Captain Rose Coiled Nature Jen. You know, long story short, right now I'm rocking an F2A, which is out of Japan. No offense. Thank you. I like it.
Offense.
It's cool. I like it. I don't give a damn. I'm doing it. Okay.
You got Hello Kitty on the side?
No, it's got a fat Japanese rising sun on it, though. There's a couple of them. Either way.
Kamikaze? Sorry, can't help that one.
It's Nagasaki. That's what you
No, kamikaze.
I'm running a F-18C, 2 F-18Es, and I just got my F-15C, right? So I'm playing the game, and I'm working the career mode between the 5 pilots in orientation to flight routes, right? That's what the game is for. So as I go through, each pilot has his own flight route, and I try to cover the spread of the offline game. Okay. When you get to the spread of the offline game, you can either go for the tactical 1-2 strategic mission, or you can try to exacerbate all of the game to accrue planes so that you can play online or in the arena.
Is there an A10?
There's an A10.
You got to get an A10.
I do have an A10. I won't use the A10 because I can't use afterburners with it. And though I can bomb and fire air to air, the problem is not that the plane is slow. It's in the arena, there's no real use for it except for to just fly openly. So most of the missiles that you get air to air are sidewinders. Great tool for a slow plane that can't get tracked. But because of its build, if I was to use it, I would want to use it for both ground and air. But there's nothing on the ground to hit in the arena. It's more ocean, and it's an island.
And that's why it's a challenge, man.
Right.
You gotta use no missiles. You go in with just the gal 80 or the fucking on the front, and try to take them all down with the fucking machine gun.
They've got consistent destroyers. So if I can bomb the destroyers, but I have to fly through the entire arena with an A-10 and sidewinders trying to maneuver flight routes. Not bad, easily can be done. In fact, in the first phase of me playing, when I had graphic nature and mission 009 stress and etc. Before a game rage, there was an A-10 that tracked me outside of the island, because normally it's around the island. Tracked me outside of the island, over the water, in the area where I call Russia, because they have MiGs and Sus flying in one section of the corner of the map of the arena. And then in one section, they have a large portion where F-18s, F-16s, F-16s, F-15s, F-14s are flying. And then a sliver of a section where they have the Gripen JAS flying. Then another portion where they have the F4, F1, F-15J, which are Japanese planes flying. And then you'll cross this in abandoned area in front of the airstrip from the island across the ocean, where they have random good ass planes that are like F-18s. The YF-23 shows up randomly as a boss, and then a tornado shows up, easily trackable. Right. And then you'll cross over into the other side of the map, and you'll get J7, J8, occasionally a J10, F-16E, and then you'll have the island where the A-10, the Su-27 Frogfoot, and some bombers are all across the map. So it's all organized to a country of origin build. But the game is AI based, not online based, so they don't mix unless you F up and have one chase you across the map. Long story short, I'm in the game, I'm in South America, having a damned time with the career mode. I just won or unlocked an F-15C, which is my interceptor, and I'm stoked on it, because as of right now, I'm going into the arena. If I was to finish the career mode, because you have hard, I'm playing on hard, you have easy, normal, and hard. I'm playing the game on hard, and then they have hell after that. And in hell, you have to use one plane, which is an F1, and play the strategic mission for all 8 to be able to unlock more planes. So I'm going in with the F-18C, 2 F-18Es, an F-15C, and an F-2A, but I might get more off of that later. And so I got a flight plan to fly out of the island to where I call is Japan, UK, and then try to defend myself in America on that game, which is difficult.
Is it you, or do you have like a wingman?
You do get a wingman, but the wingman is controlled via command by you. So if anything, if you just fly, he'll just follow you in form, but he's got a couple different commands, one being form up, another one being cover, meaning he'll cover you in an attack mode. You can attack, and he'll just go and attack whatever. there's a free mode where he'll fly and he'll gauge attacking, or he'll just attack whatever he feels he wants, or she. They have air to air where he'll go and he'll fly to whatever he gets tracked by or can track, or she. Or there's ground, and that's specifically attacking ground targets. So
makes sense.
It's pretty dope.
At least you're not alone. You know, AI, but you got somebody.
Yeah, the AI is pretty worth it. Motherfucking game. That mother.
Don't you break it. Don't you break it.
I'm so like, you should. I'm taking the hits, man. And there are three things that are happening. I'm taking hits, and I'm pissed about it because there's a portion of you that wants to play the game and you want to roll, you want to get out of it, you want to evade, you want to hit the flare, you want to keep surviving. Because I try to play it strategically well enough as a loss is a loss,
right?
You know, and then not only that, a loss is a loss, and that costs me life and money, because the plane is like, I looked it up and it was like
$26 million.
It's like, no, it's like $90 million.
Yeah.
You know,
well, by the time you had the ammo and the sound system.
Okay, so $90 million.
The kick-ass rims.
Yeah. So then the other thing that's happening is the game is hijacking technique. So it's taking my flight style, applying it, and then using it against me to make me fly better. So what happens is, because of the way I flew in some of the other levels, I'm having a problem floating in the middle of the air. So they'll take a turn and I'll follow behind them in the turn, and then we'll start doing this long turn, and it pisses me off because I have to either break off and take another direction, or keep following and try to angle it in. Stupid. It looks bad. You start slowing down. You start to lose speed. It doesn't fly straight.
Right.
And then the other portion is, I got a little lofty in my skill sets, and I happen to fly up, fly in, and come right behind somebody and kind of sit behind them and float. And then I shot him. Well, the game is now doing that to me.
Oh, shit.
So I'll be flying and some plane will creep up on me, and I'll see it on the radar, and then it'll sit there. And if I make any kind of move, it'll fire at me. And so if I want to flare, I'm not an expert Air Force pilot, so I'll try to maneuver to evade it, but it turns into floating in the air.
Have you ever tried just giving it a little nose up to get slightly above them and then hard back?
I thought of that. The hard part is, by the time you do all that technical difficulty, I don't have enough speed to be able to have them fly by. The game is good enough, as soon as I do it, it'll fire. And then I'm stuck, I'll get hit, which is why I'm taking hits, right? So the third thing that's happening is the game, based off it technically using my skill sets against me, is trapping me into better skill sets, which is good. So
in other words, the Air Force is training you to fly drones really well.
No, the Air Force is telling me, stop playing this game because you're stupid. And I'm like, I love you guys, though. I fucking love you guys. So
I'm gonna take you to a recruiter's office, have you stand outside and just say, I want to fly plane.
I had an idea. Okay, we're going on topic, off topic. I had an idea that I wanted to take an AC-130J, the Spectre, and have it fly into New York behind the Statue of Liberty and flare. Because
doing the Angel of Death right behind this. Okay.
So then
I could see that.
Yeah, it would look good. It would look good. So then you take the poster, posterize it. It's a midnight showing. The Statue of Liberty is lit. The flare happens. You can see the lights of the AC-130, and then the words on the bottom says, "Give me liberty or give me death." Patrick Henry. It's like, hey guys, when you come in, that's our poster. That's the idea. That's not what we're doing. That's what we need to live, you know?
Let's see what happened.
All right. Let's see. Generate an image of an AC-130 doing an angel of death behind the Statue of Liberty so the flare looks like wings coming. Oh, shoot.
Not quite what I was looking for.
No, hell no. Not even close.
Not
like,
even. I don't think there's any way to do justice to that without doing it in real life.
Was that wings coming from the statue? Just, okay, so in your generator, just say generate an image of AC-130 doing an angel. Okay, so drop the angel of death and then put flaring behind the Statue of Liberty. Wait.
Well, we can always try it again. Give it a second.
Slow the flare so the flare looks like wings coming from the statue. Well, that's cinema. That is, isn't that like Paramount?
That's what's gonna say. That looks like the
Paramount.
Is it Paramount? Which is the one?
Nope.
Miramax. No.
It might, because I'm thinking Columbia too, though. But because they do the stars that went around. It's like, it's not Paramount. It couldn't be Paramount.
No, it looks like. Yeah, I get what you're saying. No, exactly what that looks.
It's one of those.
So,
scroll up to your generator one more time. God dang it. Kill us so the flare looks like wings coming from the statue. You see the building on the side right here? Are they that mad at us? Oh my god. Wow. Hate is real.
Well, Google sucks.
Jeez. Hate is real.
Yeah, that's more like it.
That's
right
a good
there.
One.
That's a beautiful one.
Yep.
Can't go wrong with a nice angel of death.
Get that second one?
This one here?
Yeah.
That's a good one too.
Yep. Heaven forbid they have to use that. First off, heaven forbid they have to use it.
But if they do use it, it's badass.
Well, no, I mean if they use it when they literally need to, not a good scenario.
If they use it, whatever is shooting at them's about to have a bad time.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be pissed. Trust me.
The AC-130 may not fight back, but something's escorting it. I'll guarantee it.
Operation Hitachi.
Hitachi?
Yeah.
Hitachi Grill?
Yeah. You take a AC-130, have it run drone surveillance and reconnaissance with 2 FC-130s and we'll say a USS Ohio class sub in communication. It's a good day.
Are we still running Ohio's? I thought there was a new class. Maybe I'm wrong.
They're the Delaware, and
I guess we can always look it up.
You know, there's a new class, I think. And they came out with a Columbia, but I think we've already had that. It's just being generated again.
Let's see. They are still using the Ohio. They have the Los Angeles, the Seawolf, and the Virginia. Sea-based long nuclear. Ooh. New generation design. So yeah, the Columbia is the one that's designed to replace the Ohio's. The Ohio's are on their way out. Ohio sucks. No, I'm kidding.
They're not on their way out. We're just going to use them differently.
No, they're
They're not on their way out. We're just going to use them differently.
There's 14.
They're not on their way out. We're just going to use them differently.
All ships get retired.
They're not on their way out. We're going to use them differently.
Metal rusts.
I'm not happening.
Metal rusts. Things degrade. All apart over time.
They're not on their way out. We're going to use them differently.
Yes. They will join the United States, or the second largest navy in the world, known as the United States museum ships, and it'll go sit next to things such as the New Jersey and the Texas, and all the other fun big ships that we've turned into floating museums.
No, we're gonna use them differently.
Yeah, it's a museum. And probably not, because they have radiation in them, so who doesn't love a good nuclear submarine? So,
all the same, that's what I got going on.
Sounds fucking fun.
Other than working out, sauna.
You get swole?
No. Just perfecting my uwu cat girl.
Oh, good. Well, we're getting ready for that one too.
No, little workouts, just half an hour weights, half an hour sauna, and then go to work. Keeps the body right.
Yeah, I just do hard labor. That's my exercise.
You have a house to build. I live vicariously in the place where I'm at.
I'll trade you.
No, you have a good wife. You stick with that.
I mean, I didn't say you could have the wife. I just said trade you the house for the wife. You can do all the hard work around here. I'll fucking take a vacation.
That was fun. Excuse me.
She's picky.
Yeah. Like, no, you have a wife and kids. It's like, I want to start off with a fresh wife.
A fresh wife.
Yeah, fresh wife. Yeah, meaning...
Never been wifed before?
Well, no. Okay, so a fresh wife meaning no kids. So that way I can have my own kids. But
I mean, not to be a dick.
I'm 39 years to my age. I know it's,
It's this point, it's like stepmom, or be stepdad, or
I remember
she's going to be missing teeth.
Yeah.
You just have to hope for the hot Asian to come along.
I'm all right with the missing teeth.
So I'm not in a good way. I mean,
You know how they have all the fresh product at the back?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, when you fill the shelves, put all the fresh product at the back, and it's like, I'm at that point where it's like, grab from the top shelf whatever you can grab, because anything in the middle's already been taken, and anything on the lowest level's been taken. So just grab from the top shelf.
Oh, the lowest level, it's been taken, spit in, and put back.
Well, because the top level, you have to get a ladder to reach back for the fresh product. And you're like, nah, dog, you reach up to that top product, grab it, and that's it. You don't reach for the fresh product. You don't get the fresh product and the old product in the middle, and the old product
the problem
and the fresh
is,
product on the bottom.
At a certain point, the only fresh product that's left is now unattainable because your ass is too fucking old.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point.
I mean, she may be 18, but it's a little creepy after 40.
I never thought that was a concept. I heard it stereotypically, but when you got to 35, it was like, holy shoot, this is like a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
You got to 37 and you're like, this is not looking good. 39 came around, and one of the guys that I talked to, whose name shall not be mentioned, was like, hey, how's it going, Laron? It's like, oh, it's good. He's like, how's your day going? Good. And he's like, all right, well, it's good to see you. And it's like, hey, I got a tip for you. Yeah, what? Don't get married. Just run away. And I was like, that does not help me.
The funny thing about that is my father told me once.
Just say no. That's what he said. It was...
just say no.
Yeah, he's like, just say no to marriage. I was like, oh shoot, I didn't even know we were there.
So, advice my dad actually gave me long before he passed away was, he said, you know what the number one cause of divorce is? Marriage. So don't get married. But to be fair, I think Dad was on his third divorce. So, I mean, he just might have had terrible choice in women, is all I'm saying.
More power to you. I embrace commitment.
I don't even know why he married the third one, honestly. Like, I think it was more like a benefits kind of relationship. They didn't even sleep in the same room. Like, she had the master bedroom, he had the other bedroom. And they never, as far as I knew, never slept together.
So your dad did 3 marriages?
Yep. And he was a fucking saint for putting up with my mother, I'll tell you that. You know.
One of the guys that I met in passing was like, hey, I'm on my 4th marriage, and I love this one. Heck yeah, guy. All right, man. Good. Congratulations. He's like, you know, the other ones didn't go so well. There was a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You could tell he was kind of like skating in the conversation. But he was like, but the 4th one, hell yeah.
This one I'm doing right.
So congratulations, first off. Keep that going.
Oh, dude, I
remember the whole concept is like, keep that going, man. You know, you got to do this for all of us, right?
Oh, no pressure, huh?
Man,
no pressure.
You know, yeah, you just got to keep this going. You got to stay in the fight. You got to lay it in when you can.
Do you know how often I hear that if you guys ever break up, I'm not going to believe in true love anymore? And I'm like, as long as she doesn't lose her fucking feet, we'll be all right. You know, I'm kidding.
Whenever it comes to that, you go outside. You say, Lerone, I'm doing this for you. You pour the beer, you go in there, and you handle your business in whatever way makes her happy.
All right, baby, you heard that.
Up until the point I find my own, and I look and I say, Sean, I'm gonna catch up to your years.
So you've heard it officially, honey. The next nut is dedicated to Lerone, you know. So
he meant nutcase.
No. I mean, that's where I put it after I'm done busting. It goes with some kind of case. That's what we can call that. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know.
You're all right. You're all right.
I'm going to hell.
Well, going to hell. I mean, hell. If you think of it, once you're married and embodied in a union, what you do between the two of you keeps you bonded to keep out the enemy.
Oh, I mean, we do plenty of bondage.
Good.
I mean, there's whips, there's chains. I got this. I
don't want to get jealous. I don't want to get jealous. I'm not going to get jealous.
Hang a sling from in the ceiling. Just right there.
So what I'm thinking is, I'm going for Harley Quinn. I think I'm going for Harley Quinn, so I can embrace Harley Quinn.
Are we talking
Harley Quinn?
Harley Quinn. Okay, that makes more sense.
So I'm going for Harley Quinn, so I can embrace my Batman Joker persona, and then that way she can hang on.
Black Joker. There's an idea for a short movie.
I mean, if I put on makeup and I'm still black, does that make people think differently?
You know, they did Mexican Joker on South Park. I think we could figure out a way to pull out Black Joker.
You mean Baby Joker was on South Park?
No, they were making fun of the kids being rounded up by INS or by Border Patrol or whatever.
Right.
And so Kyle makes a comment that you could be making one of these kids into a Mexican Joker, and then that freaks them all out, you know, because they're all Mexican kids. So he's like, okay, which one of you is the Mexican Joker?
But that's the funny part. If you think about it, you have in their culture, you have the laugh now, cry. Jesus Lord, laugh now, cry later.
Mexican Joker.
Oh wow, they did not. I can't believe that. The audacity. No offense to the culture
of. Wait, which culture? The South Park culture?
No, to Mexicans. First off, that's a perfectly good-looking Joker. All right, you gotta earn your stripes. All right, so that's bad because I'm gonna put myself in a bad position. They're probably really.
So that's how they did Mexican Joker.
Okay.
You know, just a little white. It would work. I think we could pull it off.
All right. Okay, so laugh now, cry later is
See, there we go.
Check the second one. Checking the second. What's the second? So that's not a black Joker in the second one.
It's not.
No, it's not.
No,
black. Okay,
it's just,
good.
it's just the super
current
black.
Joker.
Uh,
I can't believe they have this all up. Look, I vote this guy almost.
I mean, Black Joker. That's definitely a Black Joker.
Either way, long story short. Uh-oh, we're in trouble.
Oh, it's just Wookie up.
Okay.
Trying to figure out how to open the door. For a dog, he's smart, but he's dumb at the same time.
So in their culture, they have the laugh now, cry later, and then the nickname Joker.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's like, well, how the hell do you create the Joker in South Park knowing that they have the nickname Joker in their familia, and then they have a family line of Jokers in their familia, and they represent the laugh now, cry later, and the what's that event? Oh my goodness. Dolomerte? I'm saying it wrong.
Dia de los Muertos?
Day of the Dead.
Yeah, Dia de los Muertos.
Yeah. Don't just give them the Joker. You can't just give them the Joker.
Well, they
That's
didn't
not
just give
fair
it
to
to
anybody.
Like, you have to know the
It's not
context
fair
of the
to
episode.
anybody. It's not fair.
But in the context of the episode, it worked.
I get
Like
it.
the whole idea was they were rounding kids up and throwing them in jail, and that was going to give them one of them would be so traumatized that they would become Mexican Joker.
But it's played too much favor on their side. That's like way too much favor on their side.
Well, I'm sorry.
You have to barter the Joker.
Tell the government to target some other minority so South Park will make fun of that instead.
I don't want to do that because they might do it. I'm kidding.
I mean, how many do they have?
That was a literal joke.
They've already done the blacks. They did the Arabs. They did the Mexicans. How many they got left? You know,
there's a lot.
Pacific Islanders. I mean, I guess there are quite a few more they could target next.
We're not targeting anybody.
No,
I
not us.
truly
The
believe in
government.
American patriotism and the spirit of America. It just so happens business is controversy. It is, unfortunately.
Everything's controversy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to get in trouble for that. You know we're going to get in trouble for that.
Who cares? I get in trouble on Twitter all the time. Who gives a shit?
I'm in your private, what'd you say earlier today? It was like private illusion, not illusion.
Oh yeah, you're in my my personal purgatory. That's what
exactly.
You're a delusion of my personal purgatory.
Delusion. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just a delusion of your personal purgatory.
As soon as you leave here, if I don't talk to you, you stop existing. At least as far as I know.
Good.
Because I can't observe you without observing you. Does that make sense?
If you drive by my truck on the way anywhere, on the side of the road,
but think
impaled in the snow, you better pull me out.
Well, of course.
Okay.
But you won't be there until I drive by.
All right.
Think of it like video game rendering. The trees behind you are not there when you're not looking at them. They don't spawn in until you turn around. So while you may be impaled on a guardrail, you're not actually impaled until I show up and see it.
Yeah, so it's like super compository glitching.
Something like that.
Okay.
All I know is my world's weird. I live in I don't know. I don't know how I function this normally. Let's just put it that way.
You live in a twilight time.
I live in a special place. My safe place.
Movie called Tenet. They have a mantra in there. It's like how you check some of the agents is by speaking a mantra, like a gate key. It's like, we live in a twilight. I think it's like in a twilight time, and they have an answer. So it's like, when you said that, it reminded me of the mantra. Is like, we live in a twilight.
Well, you're familiar with the concept of NPCs. We touched on it last week.
Yeah.
So you've never just seen a person out there and you're like, that motherfucker's a robot. Like, there's no thought there. He's just a mindless, repetitive task machine. You've never seen people like that? They just look like a zombie doing one thing over and over and over again.
Yes, I have. Yes, I've watched and found intrigue because I'm like, damn, look at this mother right here. This is like normal when it happens.
But well, pause there.
The hard
What
part,
is normal? Define normal.
the repetition. The repetition. Yeah.
That's all. And see, that's
The
what
repetition.
what is important to remember about normalcy.
Yeah.
Normal doesn't mean good, doesn't necessarily mean bad.
Right.
Normal just means it happens a lot.
But the intrigue comes from the dedication.
Mm-hmm.
The dedication. You know, some people don't remember in their mental mind that they're dedicated. Jesus.
That's because they're
That they're
NPCs
dedicated.
and they're programmed to be dedicated.
Right.
They know one thing.
Sure, if you want to say that.
Put box on shelf.
Right.
Put box on shelf.
Right.
Put box on shelf.
Right.
Say hello to customer. Put box on shelf.
Right.
You know, I know plenty of those kind of motherfuckers.
Okay. So in short sight, the hard part is I can't sit back and think that that's outside of the confines of being an NPC, because sometimes I'll find myself in that same position, right? It's like when you get off work, you go home.
Mm-hmm.
Then you wake up and you go to work.
I mean, there's always some repetition, but
Right.
you're conscious of it, you know?
Yeah.
There are people that are not conscious of it, that literally go through life looking like a freaking robot. When you talk to them, you have to wonder yourself, is there conscious thought there? Because that sounds like something a phone tree would spit at me or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like auto response, you know? Like, anyways, I'm just saying.
There's no like natural soul there. It's just
a shell
yeah.
doing a job. And at the end of the day, they go home, they live their quiet life watching TV, drooling, and then they show up the next day for work.
And then they're just like this specimen of work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
NPCs, they exist.
Well,
They usually work at 7-Eleven.
the hard part about that is why would you go somewhere to yell at an NPC? Because they're not doing their job. Well, what do you think they're supposed to do if
Shave
you
my
are
hairy ass.
calling them NPC?
Oh, don't call them to their face. You're thinking in your own head. You don't walk up to someone and go, that motherfucker right there is not real. You
Yeah.
don't do that like the crazy chick on the airplane.
Right.
You know, you keep it to yourself. You're just thinking in the back, man, that fool looks weird. He ain't real. He ain't right. And you just
Okay.
move on.
So what I need you to do is for NPCs, I need you to take a stand by telling everybody, do not go Karen an NPC.
I'll do one better. Do not go Karen at all. Nobody likes you when you become a Karen. You do not get your way.
Yeah.
You are not respected. You are a joke. And just don't. Just don't. Let's kill. Karens need to die out. That is a breed of creature we should hunt to extinction and remove from the face of the planet.
Right.
Fuck managers and fuck management and all, but even they don't deserve to deal with a Karen. You know.
Now, in short sight, if you had to choose between a Karen and the NPC that is a joke.
Now, in what context of the choice? Like, what am I choosing them for? To live or die? To make me dinner? Like, what's the option here? Why am I choosing between them is the better question.
Because that's the only choice you have.
For what, though?
That's the point. The only choice you have is to choose a Karen or to choose a NPC.
It's going to be the NPC every fucking time. There's no circumstance where I would need to choose a Karen.
Okay.
Unless I needed somebody to yell at somebody, at which point I would just do that myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Or I'd probably more likely just leave because yelling at somebody for being an asshole doesn't do nothing except maybe make you feel a little bit better, unless you get your ass beat and then you don't feel better because you got your ass beat. So, man.
Yeah, well, being that I've been called an NPC and most people can say I'm a joke, considering the source, it's kind of one of those things. It's like by the time you get to that point, it's like, all right, this is a Karen.
You have okay, so the world exists in more than just Karens and NPCs. There's a wide variety of characters out there.
Okay.
And I would not put you in either category, except
you're right, because I was a red guard. I was a red guard in Oblivion and Skyrim.
But to be fair, pretty much anybody who works retail has some NPC in them.
Oh.
And that's just because
you got a little NPC in you.
I don't work retail.
I know that, but I'm just saying that's.
I bang someone
like,
who does.
So you got a little NPC in you.
My wife has a little NPC in her. She certainly gets a good helping of the non-player character, if you know what I mean.
All right.
You know, but
NPC. They used to have a joke for that, which was called PC.
Politically correct.
Yeah, political correct.
PC principle.
I don't know about that, but
South Park.
It's like,
if you not watched the recent episode of South Park.
Yeah, so my cousin showed it to me, and he was like, "Check this out," and it was like they PC'd everything.
Yep.
And it turned into some of the most hostile conversations ever. PC everything, and it's like because we're just angry.
That's what he is. He's the PC principal of the South Park High School. And if you say anything that could be interpreted as intolerant or anti-woke, he'll straight up kick you. He'll get in your face and start screaming at you and try to kick your ass.
Yeah.
And then he's a member of a fraternity of a bunch of PC bros.
Yeah.
So they're like jacked up fucking muscle dudes that want to fight you for being not PC enough.
Yeah.
And of course, once Trump won the latest election, they had to change it. So now he's no longer PC principal. He's power Christian principal. And they brought Jesus in to be the counselor of the school in the newer episode.
That's called progressive. They brought progressive back. Oh, progressive back. Ooh.
No, they took progressive away and made it uber conservative, like religious conservative.
You want to hear some word arithmetic? So let me see if I can remember it first off.
Jesus was black, Ronald Reagan was the devil, and the government is lying about 9/11.
Negative.
That's Huey Freeman.
Progressive is to mindfulness as what poker chip is to token. And yet we fail. That's my word arithmetic.
Word of the day.
Yeah.
Arithmetic.
Arithmetic. Word arithmetic. Let me see. Hold on, I got another one. Let me see if I can throw it at you.
He's whipping out the phone. We're getting a charming limerick.
I am. I tried never to use this stupid damn thing. I hate the phones.
Oh, every real person hates the phones.
I'm not a technologically advanced guy. Oh,
you don't get a choice. It's
no, don't tell me. I don't give a damn. I'm gonna look at my phone's trying to deny me the right to say the shit.
Well, there's a giant computer right here. I can just look it up.
No, that's all right. Don't worry about it. They don't like when it gets real. Look at this. I gotta beat technology real quick. Hang on a second. The dumbest bullshit.
You'll figure it out. Figure it out.
All right. So this is titled No Title. All right. What is diplomatic plenipotentiary? Excuse me. If the subconscious was an interconnected plane, then by the time you got to conscious living, it would be diplomatic. That's my word arithmetic.
I feel like I'm gonna have to be a mathematician just to figure that one out.
Plenipotentiary.
I'm gonna have to Google that.
Yeah, go for it.
You're gonna make me look up big words, make me look like I'm silly.
No, well, technically, I didn't know what the word was until I looked it up either, so you're okay. So, no title. What is diplomatic plenipotentiary?
A person, especially a diplomat, invested with the full power of independent action on the behalf of their government, typically in a foreign country.
So, No title. What is diplomatic plenipotentiary? If the subconscious was an interconnected plane, then by the time you got to conscious living, it would be diplomatic.
That sounds problematic.
That's literally word arithmetic. It's just pieces. You have to connect, put, shift. It's a lot of division, multiplication, subtraction, addition.
Yeah, when you start mixing math and numbers, I kind of check out. So I did not do good in algebra.
Okay.
Algebraic. You know, there's a reason I dropped out of high school and fixed cars for a living.
No, I got to that point only because of the NPC bullshit.
Woo-woo.
Yeah, it was the NPC bullshit, because they was like, you're a joke, you're not a real person, you don't exist, you're a drone of some sort, and nothing you do is real, and Karens, we don't like them. I choose the NPC because all you do is put a box on the shelf, and then the NPC looks at you and is like, hey, let me give you some word arithmetic. And you're like, what the fuck?
Did you take offense to that?
No, I didn't. But I've been called an NPC.
Well, I
and I've been called a joke.
I'm just
But
saying.
I didn't take offense to it.
I didn't say you were a joke.
I was building a scene. I was building a scene there. You know,
Felt like you were about to go Karen on me.
No. I was building a scene. You know, Karen walks in and she's yelling at the NPC, and the NPC is putting the box on the shelf and just looking at her, and then finally he looks at her and he goes, hey, how about some word arithmetic? And, you know, Karen can't get past being Karen. And finally, she opens up and unveils a moment. And it's like, what does that mean? And you drop in the word arithmetic. And then all of a sudden, she's like, holy shit, you exist. M&M's.
Wait, you're real? Oops. Oh. Well, I guess rewinding way far back.
Sure.
Upgrades and shit we're doing around here. So you've seen the studio changes.
I do.
Still changing, still work in progress. Didn't go live tonight for whatever reason. Got to figure that out.
Mm-hmm.
Brand new 4K camera.
Looks
So
good.
4K high definition. And that's portable too, so we can use that out and about for filming other stuff.
Okay.
We have a new show with a new host.
A new show with a new host.
Yes.
Are you kicking me off?
No.
Okay.
We're still doing our thing. But there's this lady. I don't want to give too many details away.
Sure.
But she's already got like her own guests line up.
Mm-hmm.
Several guests that want to come on and talk, like local people, business owners and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to do live show, sit down conversations with guests and call-ins on Discord and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to talk about the shit that I probably shouldn't talk about, you know.
Yeah. So she's going to come in and be more professional.
Kind of.
Yeah.
It'll be more than like an interview kind of setup, you know.
That's what Broke Neptune was kind of getting at. He was like, oh, well, you know, I thought it was going to be more professional.
It's not there yet for what we're doing. I'm like, and I tried to explain that to him. Right now, I'm still putting all this stuff together. I mean, hell, the software and the website stuff alone is still not done.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just the amount of stuff I have to do as an individual to get to the point that he was expecting is a lot. Ideally, I'd have a separate studio.
I'm gonna jam, dog. I got a jam. I'm sorry. Hold on. Can I throw a jam in there?
You can. Strawberry or grape? What do you prefer?
So you hit me with a new synopsis, and that's good. Okay.
The new show?
Yeah. For you, yes.
That's a separate thing, though.
Okay.
Like, we have several shows. You just only here for one.
Okay. So you hit me in some levels of some stuff that happened outside of the building. So there's this professionalism, this
all right, let me pause.
Sure.
Professionalism is not necessarily the word we should go for. I have never ever in my life described myself as professional.
Okay.
And I don't aspire to be.
Okay.
So let's just be clear on that.
Yeah.
When I say that this person is going to be more professional, that's your assessment of what I said.
Correct.
Not my words.
Correct.
I would say it's going to be more traditional.
Oh.
In like podcasting and like what Neptune was expecting.
Yeah.
You know, couches and like layout with certain topics and like a flow. That is never what Brocast was intended to be. We're just fucking bros hanging out on a Friday night doing whatever the hell we want to do. There's
like
no
a TV talk show. Like a TV talk show.
Kinda.
A TV talk
show. Or like
show.
two assholes sitting in front of a camera just carrying on a conversation.
Okay.
You know.
So
as we figure out more what we're doing here, we'll refine it down. I'd love to have multiple computers so we could be playing a game together and talking shit while we're doing this. Or it's just we're ground level.
Right.
And actually ground levels here, we're about 4 feet below grade and I'm adding dirt. Like every shovelful gets us to grade.
Okay.
And that grade is the launch date. Like when I officially say, hey, we're here, we're open, we're up and running, because technically we are. And like I was, saying, everything's running live in a testing phase right now.
Yep.
I see where my failings are, I make the correction, we try it again next week, and then new stuff pops up, we make changes. Like studio change this week, next week it'll be something else. I'm always adjusting until I find that butter zone. And when we find the butter zone, that's where we'll be.
Yep.
But it's just a matter of getting there.
Okay.
And as much as I'd love to just be like, yeah, come on to the studio, sit on the leather couch underneath the badass studio lighting with the 4K cameras on 20 different angles. Yeah. And here's your show prep sheet with the topics we're going to talk about in the general order. Like, I'd love to be able to do that. Yeah. Just not quite there yet.
This is funny. This is funny because, like I said, I was going to jam on the word professional and tradition, but it's separate from what your venture is, right? It's the idea that a couple of people get together and they start up something, they kind of like it, they may not, they kind of push forward to deal with it, and then the outside orientation takes a look at it and they criticize it, critique it, just like a cinema critic would, right? So it boggles the mind to think, it's like, hey, all right, so here's the literal way we want to do it, here's the literal way it should be done, here's how you should be doing it, and this is how it's supposed to be used. And at first I was gonna jam on it because I had a couple things that I wanted to line out and air out, and it was gonna be pretty good. I was literally about to
took the wind out of your sails, huh?
I was about to really be Silent Night about it. I was really gonna put that on, but
well, feel free. I mean,
no, it's in regression. Mind you, this is separate from your venture, but with the professionalism and the traditionalism, it's like, hey guys, if you want NPR and you can't get on there and talk to people well enough to be able to accept yourself on NPR, but then bash on people because they're not NPR enough for you, but you want to get inside of their light to look at them and say, oh, we rather would have you be NPR so we can talk because it's an available outlet for us, but we can't go on NPR because NPR is too good for us, and if we open our mouth, we won't know enough to be able to speak to whatever needs to be spoken because of the broadcast that it actually is. Well, then in that case, you'd be just kind of a normal person, like a Karen. But then in that case, any NPC that was going about their life kind of just putting a box on a shelf, you'd be standing in front of them telling them that's not right, that's not right. So it's funny to me when you can look at a lot of orientations where people are like, we don't like the way they're doing it and it's being forced upon us, and now this conversation's turning a little bit serious and we don't like the way they go about it because their way is ruining our tradition. And it's like, we did not push this upon you. We didn't force this upon you. It's something that we may have enjoyed, may have worked towards, and it works for us.
Yep.
If you don't like it, you have your other venture, you have your other way. Yeah. You can press on. We don't get mad at you. If you don't like it, you can voice your opinion. But
exactly.
When it turns into, nah, dog, we need to force feed you our tradition, force feed you our professionalism, so people don't get attracted to the idea of how you are, and it change in front of us. It makes me look and I'm like, why don't you just go on NPR then?
Right.
And the first thing that comes to mind is, you can't go on NPR, because you'd be the person that you're trying to adjust to get an outlet to speak.
Right. You're trying to fit the show instead of just being yourself.
Yeah.
And that's my whole thing. Just being yourself.
Yeah.
Comfortable. Like, I don't have time to put on special faces and bullshit for everybody. I've got enough energy to maintain one personality, and that's this one. Yeah. It may not be very good, but it's what I got.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to change that to appease the masses.
Yeah.
There's 8 billion people on this planet. If 10 people enjoy what I'm doing, then that's 10 people I've made happy. I'm happy at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Mind you, in my car, I interrupted you. I apologize.
You're good.
Mind you, in my car, I can go get in my car. If I cut the radio station on, I have 3 or 4 settings for NPR. Mm-hmm. Right? So here I am, one of the guys who does not listen to the radio. Do not listen to the radio. I will cut the radio on and spot check the radio. And let's see what they got on the
just in case there's a good song on, you know, you might want to
hear it. Was like, what's on the rap and hip hop channel, what's on the rock channel, the alternative channel, the country channel. Let me see what's kind of going on, and then I'll hit up NPR, and I'll drive from Kenai to Anchorage, and if I could or had a reason to, drive to Anchorage to Fairbanks, listening to NPR the whole time, living it up like hell yeah. And then I find myself, badgering back at some of the things that are said, and then embracing some of the opinions and some of the ideas that are going on. But the sad part is, I get on something like this, and this is cool, and then you'll catch people having like the backwards look, and they're like, oh, I don't like who you are on podcast. And it's like, baby darling, go listen to NPR.
Right?
Go listen to NPR and communicate on NPR. Yeah. Well, I don't want to do that because NPR talks about the world outside of where we live.
Well, boo-hoo. Like, if you don't like it, don't watch. I don't know what else to tell you.
So then why? And then I'm looking, it's like, well, baby darling, why are you talking to me then?
Right?
I'm the world outside of who you are.
And that's, I think, where we are, unfortunately, in society.
Okay. So I'm not the world for Christians who may be like, he's worldly, but it's more like, or it's like, he's of this world. No, it's not. Don't do that. It's more just like, I was outside the confines of who you are. You wanted to come in and make a broad impact, and I gave you a better outlet, and then you looked at a better outlet and was like, oh no, I don't want to do that. Oh, this makes it very easy now to see the two sides of the story. So,
yep. And that's
like,
why I'm kind of like glad that I'm expanding and opening up to other people hosting shows. See, the general idea here was I want to be the hub. There's tons of people up here in Alaska that have video footage of stuff they've done, or like this gal with her idea for a show, that lack the ability to manage the social media, to set up their websites, to do all the Discord stuff, to set up all the software and the streaming. So I'm aiming to be that background guy. Yeah. Like, we'll still do some streams, I'll still do gameplay, I'll still make music and all that stuff. But we've got Dain Bramage Radio. I'm sure somebody would love to host a radio show in the morning.
Yeah.
And you got this. I'll give you the software and everything you need to do that literally from home. It connects to my computer and you can host everything from your house. You don't have to be here.
Yeah.
And then you can do your own sponsors. You can have your own merch on your show, and it costs you not a damn thing.
Yeah.
Other than, you know, if you're doing your own merch and shit, you have to pay for that. But
yeah, small business oriented.
Yeah. I'm not collecting money from people for their content. I mean, I get some off of the views and whatnot, and if people donate through the stream or whatever, or buy specific Dain Bramage merch, that supports Dain Bramage Entertainment. But if we're running someone else's show, that everything they sell on their stuff is all theirs, you know. And then plus, I will pay you out for being on the stream as well. So I'm doing all the bitch labor, the editing, the streaming, setups, bringing the camera. That's what it is. It's bitch labor.
Yeah.
You know, I'm doing all the behind the scenes crap so that people who want to have the opportunity to sit in front of a camera and do whatever the hell, they can just do that. They can say, hey, I want to host it 6 o'clock on every Tuesday. All right, I'll see you 6 o'clock at Tuesday. We'll be ready to go live.
Yeah.
You know, send me ahead of time what you're planning to do, and I'll get it all put in. So that's part of what, I mean, the goal with this whole thing is massive, but that's one of the things is we're going to be opening it up to other people to do like their own. I got the guy at the weed shop wants to do a smoking show. I got this gal wants to do, I think it's called A Woman Who Listens is what she's calling it. And she's just going to do, you know, hard topics and let people call in and talk about stuff. It's a diversity of content and really gives, I mean, think of us essentially as trying to become like a corporate media outlet, but with more focus on the individuals rather than the corporation.
Independent.
You know? Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm the hub. I'm doing the bullshit hard work and opening it up for other people to share their stories. You know.
Well, yeah.
And
don't get me wrong. I'm not bashing your venture.
Oh no, feel free. Feel free.
It's as you communicated the idea, the assumptions that I had, and that makes it easier for everybody to understand what I'm saying. The assumptions of what I had and some of the things that transpire outside of where we are, when it all kind of collaged, it was like, nah, man, I'm jamming on this one. I'm gonna hit this good, you know. But after hearing you, I was like, oh shoot, I don't want it to cross over into I don't like your venture, or I don't feel like, you know, I don't like I'm taking personal.
No.
It's more so.
If I'm not doing something right, or you think there's a better direction to go, share some info, man, because I have no fucking clue.
Yeah.
I am pulling this out of my ass as we go.
Yeah.
And this all started from me making a random ass song called Slap That Ass Like a German. And then from there, it was like, well, hell, it'd be cool to have my own radio station that has no ads and I can just listen to music all day without having to hit skip. And that's how Dain Bramage Radio was born.
I just take it as funny, you know, where to put yourself in front of people, holy shoot.
That's a whole nother barbecue.
Yeah, I jumped into a whole nother scenario.
No, I mean, like, even getting that camera on me took us like 6-7 months. I was severe social anxiety about recording myself.
It's okay.
Speaking of special guest stars, we got Snickers jumping up on the desk there.
Yeah, he's probably going to creep through.
Oh, you can just see his back on the bottom there.
Yeah.
You know.
Either way, it's the idea of just the peering in and the opinionations and the lack of respect for personality is it's real, you know, and I'm not tripping off in it. You're really gonna are you
oh yeah, I told you he's a dick like that.
I'm not even gonna stop you. I'm not gonna stop you. I'm not even gonna stop you. You're going.
I'm just gonna take this sandwich.
You need a pepper jack and the pepperoni and
Snicks. Leave his food alone.
Did you just try to talk not too good to him? No, don't back up off me. I'm not chocolate. I am not chocolate. I am
Can cats
not
have chocolate?
Go somewhere else.
Hey,
I'm not. Okay, so first off, I'm not.
Pussy gets up in your face and you tell it to go away. I mean, no wonder you haven't had it in a while.
That was fair.
I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it.
I did do that. Touche. On 2 levels of shit.
Hey,
I did tell pussy to go away.
Oh shit! No wonder you ain't getting no kitty.
I think this cat is gonna really eat the sandwich.
Let's not. You don't need to be stealing food. That's a dick move.
Look at how devious this cat is. This cat is like, dog, if you
touch me one more again, I'm gonna scratch you up. Watch, motherfucker. Oh, snakes.
Either way, that's cool though. I'd hope to see the business venture take off, and it's good because technically you opened up outlets for people to be open to the idea of creating traditional podcasts. I'm not saying that like it offends me or anything like that.
Oh no, dude, I ain't tripping.
It's more so the association of, was it honest or was it because it was like, no, we saw how you guys do it and that's not how we are, that's not who we are, you know what I mean? Kind of when people step in.
Yeah. As far as I know, right now, like I said, I'm just trying to figure it out. So if I'm missing the mark on something, it's not because I'm not necessarily trying to be like everybody else. I mean, I do want to do it the right way. I want to have
bigger goals.
Yeah. Oh, I've got plenty of goals. There's an ultimate end goal is a fucking theme park. Because I'm bored and I want to ride a roller coaster.
Yeah.
But it's just a matter of, it's a learning curve.
Mm-hmm.
And when I started all this, I had no intention of podcasting. Like the live stream was just supposed to be music all day.
Mm-hmm.
And then I thought to myself, well, I'm already live streaming. Let's stream the gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to keep going back to that thing. He's a freaking pig. So now that we're streaming gameplay, I've got all this other stuff. Why not do more? I mean, the capabilities are there. So I've been making like short videos of like boiler repairs at work or little stuff in town, and those are getting good views. We just expanded to Instagram, and we're up to 100 followers on that one in less than a week.
Mm-hmm.
So we're growing. Yeah. And I'll admit, I'm at a point where like it looks pretty good on the stream, but I'm missing a lot of stuff. It's cobbled together. The audio is a mess. The streaming software is only half working right, and I really wish we had a better soundproof studio, and that'll be hopefully down the line, where we'll be able to do have the radio station running all day while someone else is streaming on another channel in another room, and we'll be running multiple things at once.
Right, but to the untrained eye, you have an elaborate setup already, and I'm not trying to stroke your ego here.
No.
I mean, first off, 2 TVs that interconnect with each other throws me off. I'm like, how the f did they do that? I only see that in business world.
Well,
I'm still one of the guys where,
wait till I add the third screen right here for the chat.
We have touch screens at my job, and I don't use them. I use the mouse. So I separate every single individual by, if you use the touch screen, you're one of the mentally fast people who are in everybody's head, and you have to prove that. And then if you use the mouth, you're kind of the ordinary person where you're like, whatever, I'm just using the computer. Cat, no, my hand is my hand. It's not your hand. Okay. My hand is my hand, not your hand. So, occasionally customers will come in, or people will come in, and mind you, I live in an undisclosed location.
The woods.
Work.
He lives in the woods.
I work in an undisclosed location. So
it's a gay bar.
So what happens is, they come in and they're like, oh, can you do this and this? Sure. I got the mouse, I'm moving around, and then all of a sudden they start touching the screen, and I'm like, okay, so you're mentally fast, and I'm slow enough to not help you, but you came to ask me because you have to. Are you wanting to be seen, or do you literally need help? You know, and then it turns into like a...
or is it one of those, like,
yeah,
they could just do it themselves, but they'd get yelled at if they did it themselves, kind of thing? Because I get yelled at all the time if I come in and do what I usually have you do for me.
Right.
If you're not there and I do it myself and one of the other people come around the corner, you'll be doing that. I was just getting it ready for you.
Yeah. So then it turns into like, I'm not bashing anybody. I'm not putting anybody under a blanket and beating them. You know, it's just like, hey, either I do what I'm supposed to, or you're a catastrophe in the middle of what I'm supposed to do. So how do we resolve that? Because I resolve things. I don't create problems. I resolve problems.
You're the problem solver? You're the problem solver?
I'm the Neanderthal problem solver. I mean, it's like, how do you reinvent the wheel? Well, you don't take the other guys, you don't steal the other guys, and you can see what the other guy built, and then you figure out what works for you. I think the cat was trying to talk on the mic.
Meow. I have no idea how old this cat is.
Old enough to be able to come over and mash out my sandwich.
He's got to be like 11. Yeah, something like that.
Good cat.
Indoor, outdoor. He goes out in this minus 20 degree weather. He'll be outside. He's a freaking weirdo cat.
If you can find something and it works.
Go back over there. Over there. No, over there. He's like, no, I'm one of the bros tonight, motherfucker. I'm hanging out. Where's that beer? I already had the sandwich. Crack me open a cold one.
All the same. It's been all right. You know, it's just, I enjoy it. It's cool.
Yeah, I was just about to say, that's one of the things I wanted to mention tonight is the official launch of everything.
Okay.
I'm about 2 weeks away from the official launch of everything. I mean, we have the podcasts and everything they're saving to YouTube, but I haven't actually uploaded them to any podcast platforms because I've been trying to get a backlog.
Yeah.
And then I hopefully should have that other show this week, set up some more information going on that. And then music videos. I've got one of them in the works right now.
Yep.
That's on me. And then 2 more planned, which is Fish Sandwich and potentially Cat Girl.
Negative. No.
He's
Do
just
not think as well as you are right now. I need you to regress. Back off. And don't back down, but back off. Don't do it. I feel you're creating ideas and I don't like them.
he just wants attention.
I know,
give him
but
some love.
No.
Snickers. Fuck off. Bugger off.
You had to use fuck off?
Yeah. Fuck off, cat. Get to stepping. See? He's an asshole.
He has a strict attitude. Holy shoot. You are just like a literal cat. I can't believe you did that. In front of him?
You got them squinty eyes. He's looking at you all bad.
Really?
Go outside, dude. The door's open.
In front
Go chase
of
the
him?
chicken.
No, it's in front of him.
He'll go away or he won't. You know,
No.
one of the two. But so anyways, I'll try to put something big together for the official launch.
Okay.
Like we'll definitely have a giveaway. Probably some kind of, I might get with Shaggy because the guy at one of the shops that I hang out with, he was setting together some party favors to put together a big event for live stream. So I might just combine the two and do that. And I'm hoping by then I'll have this area hammered out a little bit more with more space, better seating, better lighting, and a little bit better audio.
So in the potential, let's say you were doing an event with live streaming, right? Would you find yourself, taking your camera and moving around and doing the hands-on filming? Okay.
It depends on the event. Yeah. I mean, if it's something where we're doing like a large party occasion and we're bringing in people from the party or whatever to like be as a guest while there'll be the party in the background, and then maybe we'll have a couch with a local camera for that. But then other ones around the event we can cut to, for randomness. Like it all depends on the event.
And then while podcasting at the same time, right? Okay.
So we'll still be doing this. We'll still be doing gameplay videos, and I've got it set up to where Static can actually stream on his end too. Okay. So he streams his view on gameplay. He uploads his own videos, and it all shows up on the same channel, same entertainment channel.
The funny part is, podcasts has been around for years, right? It's been like 10 plus years, if that. Okay, so
and to be fair,
20.
I probably don't actually know what a podcast is. I'm just assuming that we're sitting here, we're talking into a microphone on the internet, therefore it must be a podcast, right? Like, is that not? So anything beyond those three things, sitting here talking into a microphone on the internet, that's my definition of podcast. Beyond that, I don't know. So if there's parts of that I'm missing, don't hold that against me.
Well, if it's podcasts, I'm assuming it would be a cluster of people linked in one network to discuss back and forth whatever it is they so choose.
Dude, a podcast could be just one dude ranting into the camera. The ultimate goal is to obviously build a community and people we can engage with, and maybe my biggest thing is I love experiencing life. There's a lot of shit out there to see, a lot of shit out there to do. But I am one person, the planet's gigantic, it costs money to do fun stuff, and I've only got so much time on this earth. So what better way to experience things when you can't experience them yourself than to hear other people's stories and experiences and have them share it,
Similar to what testimony is.
Essentially, exactly that, So I'd love to be able to have people on, just share random life experiences and stories. Same thing if you're on the Discord, you can pop in, and that's why anytime we're live, I've always kept the Discord general channel, voice channel, wide open. If you join that channel while you're live, we're talking to you on stream. And the point of that is to have conversations with real people. I want to hear your stories. I want to share experiences. Let's talk. Let's get some shit going and see, because I can't do this all myself. I can't see everything. I can't experience everything, but I can hear your side of life. And oh hell, man, that's crazy. Cool. Thanks for telling me. It helps fill in those gaps that you're gonna miss on your own, and that's kind of part of what I'm looking for personally out of it. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But it literally started as a way to amuse myself. And with anything, it starts to grow, somebody will give me another idea and I'll slap it in there. And so I thought to myself, well, screw it. It's boring up here. I want something to do. And so if I can somehow do this and make this a profitable experience, then I'll take that profit and invest it into more things to amuse myself and others up here. Like next year, I'm hoping to have the kayak rentals all set up. So for $25 a day, you can rent a kayak anywhere here in Soldotna, Kenai, Sterling, and go hit a lake or go, check out the glaciers or whatever the hell, and then return your kayak and be out $25. After that, I'm hoping to find a good chunk of land, and I want to put in right in the middle of it an entertainment pavilion where we can hold events. We'll have a campground, like a tent campground, an RV campground, And then I was thought about it, maybe doing a drive-in theater on that same property as well. Because you'd have the entertainment pavilion in the middle, just slap a second story on it and put a projector in the roof and a screen out in the woods. Ta-da, wintertime, bring everybody to park their cars and watch movies. Something to do.
Yeah.
Because as soon as that snow hits, unless you got a fucking snow machine, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Dicking off inside and watching Netflix, you know? So, like, I've got further down the line goals.
Right.
It's not just, yeah, we're going to sit here and talk on a microphone. No, I'm going to be out there filming content, and like I already am. I did a boiler video just last night. I had to go all the way to Nilchik because the boiler went down. So I did a video of the repair. I do videos on the cars outside, you know, just or anything, because content's content, and you know, it all picks up somewhere. So I'm pulling this out of my ass.
Yeah.
Like, this was not designed or planned out at all. It was as I go, I'm pulling it out of my ass. And so far, I'm mildly impressed with what I pulled out of my ass. You know, when you give me enough time, I'll build something crazy. It all comes down to time and energy.
Oh, yeah.
If I've got time and I've got the energy to do it, I'll find a way to make it fucking happen.
Yeah.
And so, you know,
Don't forget that when in that venture, you know, I guess personality, you know, insights, likability, you know.
Oh yeah,
so,
no, that's gonna fuck me right there. Nobody likes me. I'm ugly. I got no personality, and I am not fucking funny. So that's gonna be our big failure right there.
Don't forget, you know, personality, insights, likability, and you know, for whatever reason, people.
Are you trying to say I have no personality?
No, not at all. No.
After all this time hanging out with me,
you're pretty darn.
Now you're coming to me?
No, I feel like the personality is all of every letter that it equates to, and the reality of it is the study of how well you've built up personal values for people to want to accept.
I've just seen some shit. I've been some places, and I've met some cool people. All right, I don't know how else to put it.
I think it's the funny part about it is likability. You know, people, when you get into social science and its social experiments, not experience. Come on, Mike, keep up with me. Social experiments. It's one of those things where, you know, if you have one cell inside of a microorganism and you were to take a microscope and look inside that microorganism, you could see that one cell. But inside that one cell, it can either generate other cells and adapt into a larger cell, creating a nucleus of cells, etc., etc. And that's what likability is, which is so simple to think in human concept. If I don't like you, I don't get your personality, and I can't follow or, you know, trend towards where you're at. And so when you're looking at personality and having a personality for somebody, the likability of what the personality is something that people have to have. It's like you gotta have the personality for them to like you, to get that likability, to be able to have that platform, you know.
If you're dry and boring, no one's gonna watch you.
Yeah, that's so.
I get what you're saying. You need to be amusing, and you need to have a personality that's catchy.
But that's the most important feature of the podcast.
You're exactly right. It is a huge thing, you know. And a big problem I think we have right now, especially you know, with everything that we've done so far, is there's been no direction to it. It has just been, hey, let's just show up and do whatever the fuck ends up happening, you know. So being that we're trying to, you know, come up with stuff up on the spot like that, it leads to a lot of dull moments that can make it seem like you're lacking personality. If it was more planned out, you know, like we had topics of specific discussion and we go off on our little tirades like we do, that would make more sense, and it would definitely fit more. And I feel kind of bad for Neptune last week too, because I really should have taken probably about an hour and like done some research into his topics and put together a better show.
Yeah.
I just did not get the time to dedicate it to like that week like I should have. And I do feel bad on that. And that's why I was like, I'll just warn him ahead of time that this is still, we're just hanging out. We're in the rough phases. Yeah. And like, it will one day definitely be, right now we're not even a polished turd. We're just a turd on the table.
I wouldn't even take it personal, man. I told
I'm not taking it personal. I'm just trying to explain.
I told Broke Neptune it was a Brocast. I was like, it's a Brocast, man, but hey, what are some of the things you want to, you know, rattle out there? And he's like, I was like, holy shoot.
And I guarantee you, if I had taken like 30 minutes and just Googled those subjects and found out a little bit enough to where I could be like, all right, man, tell me a little bit more about this. Well, what about this? Like asking him questions, it would have been more engaging and been a lot better experience for him. And I'll admit that I failed on that part.
I think you need to search within yourself for the equipment that you have and how far you've already come in the equipment. And even though you already spoken on it, is, you know, are you going for stardom? You know, because if you're going for stardom, then yeah, you got to play by the legitimate podcast rules where it's personality, likability, orientation. You got to jump through the
hoops and do all the established stuff. Yeah. And I'm trying to do some of it.
Yeah, and that's
I have my own, like when I look at it and I'm just like, I can't do that. Like that either it's something against my integrity or what. There'll be certain things that like, yeah, that's just not gonna. I don't do shout outs to sponsors and I don't do ads.
Yeah.
I could.
Yeah.
No, you say yet, but I am approved. I have a sponsor. I've had a sponsor for months.
Okay.
They have never been once featured on the channel.
Yeah.
And I know I'm losing money on that. I get it.
Yeah.
But I fucking hate ads. And I hate them so much that if I don't want to subject myself to them, why would I want to put my viewers through that? Right. Now, in the back of your head, you're saying that's really fucking stupid. That's how you make money at this, right? Is with fucking ads. Yes and no. I mean, I could still put ads on the videos on YouTube. I could still put ads on, TikTok or Instagram and all that shit if I want to, if I wanted to. But, man, at some point, if I do put ads on the YouTube videos, it may be 2 per video, and they'll be auto-generated by YouTube. It won't be me going, hey, here's our sponsor this week, Scootaloo and Barnes, fucking attorneys at law. Give them all your money and still go to jail. You know what I mean? Like, I don't ever think I'm going to do that. And I guarantee you that when I do end up doing it someday, somebody's going to find this stream, clip this part, and then use it against me. But there are certain things that I look at and I'm like, yeah, I get that's what you should do and what you're supposed to do, but I don't want to do it because it annoys the piss out of me. And because it annoyed the piss out of me, it's why I'm now doing this in the first place. So I'm just not going to do that unless I absolutely have to. You know what I mean? Kind of shit. And it doesn't make sense. I am weird like that. But that's just how I operate, you know, like
first off, you're not going to, none of this is personal. It doesn't.
No, I get that.
Know,
hey,
none of it reaches to the core and be like, shit, Laron, you're not good at the Brocast. You're not good enough.
All I've ever asked of you is to show up and hang out.
Yeah.
Like, I get we're filming and streaming this, but the truth of it is, I just fucking needed somebody to hang out with, dude. I don't get out of the goddamn house much. And if I do, it's for work.
Yeah.
So when I start hanging out with you and we start having good conversations and now I found somebody I actually like hanging out with, well, fuck it, let's combine and, you know.
Don't admit that on. Don't admit.
Never mind, I hate this motherfucker. He's ugly and he's trying to steal my wife. But what I'm saying is, like,
I'm not doing a good job at stealing, but yeah,
she's very low. You got to have a lap hog at least the size of a baby arm gripping an apple to please that one. I'm just kidding.
No, I can't, because that purple thing that you carry around is way too much.
It's right back there.
No,
it's right behind the screen. I'll get it.
No, it's
put it right here in the background. It's sitting on the shelf.
In short side, you know, I told after the podcast last week, it was like, holy shoot, there's some sentences that were dropped, and it was like, wait a minute, you mean to tell me that you felt like there was going to be more status towards what it was when
was he expecting to go on Joe Rogan or something? Like, bro, I'm 2 months into this shit. I gotta.
First things first, I'm not bashing anybody.
I'm not bashing.
But I was just like,
but
wait a minute, what? Let me read the script here. So what the?
That's what it's coming off to me. It's like he was expecting to go on Joe Rogan, not some two fools drinking in the fucking front room.
I think he was fine. I think his wife was fine. I think there was a shock. So it was just shocking.
Yeah,
so,
no, it's fine.
But,
I'm not mad at him. And maybe when we get things refined down a little bit, hell, if he wants, I'll even give him his own show where he can just sit here and rant in front of the camera with his old lady if he wants, you know?
Yeah, it's like, so there's this word I have out there. As people may know, Caesar was stabbed by the Senate. So they say it was up to, and maybe including more, 9 times, right? I don't want to say it was Caesar Augustus, but it was Julius Caesar. You can catch
Caesar
that
Milan.
Julius Milan. Julius Caesar, and you can catch that Latin later. But with that being said, for those mental mind thinkers who are in my Bluetooth technology, with that being said, I call it senatorial. So it's, when you get the infinite amount of backstabbers, it's like, here you are out in front of people, and it's like, oh shit, they're about the senatorial. It's like, what the hell is a senatorial? A senatorial is when you get Julius Caesar. It's one thing for a person to stab you in the back.
It's another thing for 20 of them to do it out of malice at the same time.
Right? It's like the purpose of intent. It's like, it's not even murder at that point. I shouldn't have said that. I did. Get over it. It's not even, murder at that point. It's like, why the hell would you pick up the stone if Jesus was there telling you, ye cast a first stone if you're without sin? And you senatorial somebody. So, last week's podcast with the podcast before that, I was walking around my living space, and people are kind of looking, and it's whatever, and I could see some senatorials, and I'm like,
oh fool, nobody up here's seen it enough for you to be that famous.
I've been picking cotton for a long time, okay? My back is strong, okay? My back is strong. Kuta, Kente.
That's getting
Kuta, Kente. Kuta, Kente. All right, my bad. I'm sorry to my ethnicity that you may not have liked that joke. It's I did not mean to give them an opening. Just take it as a ray of light and let that light
give
shine.
the racists an opening?
No, it's just, you give somebody an inch, they'll take a mile. And then most of the people that you give an inch, a mile, they can run a marathon.
You give me an inch, I'll beg for a mile.
Yeah, it's like the hard part is
getting there deeper, Daddy.
Yeah, so like you don't. His daddy told me if you give people an inch, they'll take a mile. The hard part is he didn't tell me that every motherfucker can run a marathon. God dang it. He just took all my inches.
Well.
Yeah, well, you didn't.
I was going to say, I mean.
It's like, that's what she said.
I mean, I know it's been a while for you, but...
that's what I said. It's not what she said.
I'm all for helping the homies out, but that might be a line. I don't know.
My bad.
I mean, I like you and all, but I don't think I can help you in that department.
And she just took all my inches. It was like 40-inch vertical.
40-inch vertical?
Yeah, basketball, you jump up 40 inches and you dunk it.
Oh.
The trial.
That's not what I was thinking.
So when I played semi-pro football for a short time before I got injured, we had to go through like combine, but not NFL combine, not NFL combine. So We ran our 40. I ran a 4.9. I have really bad acceleration. Then they did the 40, or excuse me, they did it was a 40, 4.9 40, or 6'6" guy, 6'6". So then they do your vertical. So they were like, oh, you're probably gonna have a good vertical. It's like, all right. So you mark, and then they're like, all right, go ahead and jump. You jump up, mark again, and they measure, and they're like, shoot, man, you're right around what 38 inches on your vertical. And it's like, all right, cool, yeah, nice, you know. And then it was like a little passing test, but it was like in a small little park. It was like paid semi-pro league, North County Cobras. And it was worth it until I got injured, which was still worth it, but I had to go to work.
Did you play like any games before you got injured?
Yeah.
So is there potential I might find footage of you out there?
Yeah, there is footage. We recorded our games. It was North County Cobras, 2000. Shoot, man, damn, 2009. I was 19. Shoot, man.
Let's see.
Oh, they got a winning record. Either way, yeah, I played 5 games. I was second string because I had just joined the team.
Tacoma Cobras?
Okay, maybe it was like 2000. See, I got hired at 5, so it was probably like 2007, 2007. Oh, that's scary. Don't put my name in the web.
We can see it.
My name in the World Wide Web.
It.
That's the scariest crap
Why are you
ever.
crying? You cry too much.
My name in the World Wide Web.
Shh. I'm gonna find you. Let's see. What was your
I was number 9.
You were number 9. Number 9. Terrence Webster.
Year over year.
I will go year over year. You got no idea how much time I don't have. Or time I have. Number 9. We're gonna find your ass.
I didn't even know that you could do something like that. I never thought about looking it up, to be honest.
It's the internet, bro.
Actually, I think I have looked. Okay, so I think I have looked it up.
What year is this?
So I got to watch the film.
2013.
So I got to watch the film footage of the day I got injured on TV as it happened, after it happened, and that sucked. It sucked. First off, it looked absolutely just not good. It didn't look good. It's like, you didn't have a reason to jump to catch the ball, and it's like, whatever, dog. I did jump to catch the ball. We were not
Snickers,
and I wanted to win. I wanted to win, sir.
2009.
Maybe 2007. 2020, 22. You're in 2020, 07.
I'm trying to get future stats so we can shoot
0. Yeah, there you go.
So we can bet on future games. So it's still giving me 2013.
It is giving you 2013.
How do I find 20? I'm gonna find it.
Maybe they don't go that far back.
They should. That kind of data should be there.
I mean, by this time they probably had to update. Don't put my name in the world.
Oh, would you chill? Web. You don't even show up.
Oh, that's scary.
Ooh, boys varsity.
Please don't do that. But yeah, it's I played wide receiver. I was a second string X receiver. I had a first string receiver. I think his name was Travis. He was trying out for the NFL through the NFL Combine. Very good player. By that time, they had like the San Diego Thunder It was called the LaBelle League.
Mm.
And originally we were doing pickup games. So we were playing like turkey bowls, pickup games in Oceanside, California. And we go out to the park. There'd be like 40 guys out there. It was like 20 on 20, one quarterback, and the other guy was just like a dude that can throw. You know, so you're throwing the ball, you're trying to like let the guy know like I'm open, but you have like a conglomerate group of like 10 players who are good football players, so they only throw to that one person, you know. So I was one of those guys, and then the North County Cobras come out. They're getting ready to practice in the same place where we're playing. So there's this like ultra switch of we play football in pads, and we play rugby style football American. And you know, we had places like John Landis where we played in Oceanside Vista area and stuff like that. That was back when I was younger. I never grew up playing Pop Warner, so I never was used to playing pads. They had opportunity to play flag football when I was in like grade school, so I was like, sure, why not? But we didn't have the money to play Pop Warner. So semi-pro came up, and they were like, hey, you pay this, you get to play, it's your own insurance, and we travel, we pay for the travel, you know, jump on. So I jumped in there, I got my own pads, got my own helmet, got everything that I needed, and they were like, you gonna play quarterback for us? And I was like, that no, I don't know. You're like, all right, well, what do you play? I was like, I could play running back and wide receiver. You're like, we could use you as a running back. And I'm not gonna lie, I was like, you know what? Let me go for wide receiver. You know, let me go for wide receiver first, because I'll be pissed off if I don't get the yardage. So crazy part, they had like this reverse play. So I'm just getting in. My eyes in the helmet, because I never been in one, couldn't adjust to the ball. So we had to coach that. And I had a coach who was a wide receiver coach, legitimately. And he worked with us on that. Turns out the strategy that he had absolutely blew up. It was perfect. You know, by the time, you know, I got used to the coaching strategy we had, I was catching, but I was second string. So, you know, I was getting in there, getting my one or two catches. I had a touchdown. It got called back. It was a one-hand catch. Long story short, I worked it all the way out. And so they were like, he's getting reps in. Let's throw him a reverse, you know? So here we go with the reverse. I line up. I roll back into the reverse. I receive the ball. I did receive it. Okay. I get ready to come around the corner. I'm 6'6" tall, and they come crashing. And so the first guy comes in, they have another guy lined up behind them, and dump me. You know, I didn't have the speed of the game built in my head yet, because I play pickup football. Right. Pickup football, I just do. In padded football, you can't just do. You gotta really be ahead of each and everything. So I got the ball, I came around the corner, I didn't lower my shoulder, I didn't get low, I stood tall, and he wrapped up on my hip, and I went to shake him, and by that time the second guy was already on me, so I looked stupid. I looked fucking stupid. It was just terrible.
Hopefully there's a YouTube video. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. But the reverse, it was like, why the fuck are we throwing a reverse? But, you know, whatever. They were trying to get me into the feed of contact, which I wasn't afraid of. I didn't mind getting hit. I didn't mind getting tackled. I wanted to hit people, but the game speed was so up over me that by the time I was almost ready to catch the ball and hit people, all I could do is catch the ball and move my feet. You know? Right. So bummer that was. We got to a position where we were already losing. The game was already over. We were already in the fourth quarter. We only had like 5 minutes left, and they put me in I went to catch the ball. I caught it. Yeah, I wanted to win. I wanted to beat my player, or the guy that was covering me. And so snapped the knee.
Oof.
Done.
Damn.
It was tough. Blew the whole knee out. Still had to go to work. Had 6 months of recuperation to get the flex of the knee back, and then had knee surgery. And you know, me being the pawn that I was like, went out there, was like, oh, I'm gonna be back. This isn't gonna ruin me. Look, because I didn't know how bad the injury was. So they were like, hey, well, let us borrow your helmet for the next person. It was like, yeah, sure, no problem. So I throw my helmet, go back out there. It's like, all right, so I'm not gonna be back as fast as, like, you know, where's my helmet? It's like, oh, the guy didn't show up today. So, you know, that happened, but whatever. More power to him. Life is as it sees.
Hey, at least you got to try, you know.
That's not enough.
I know
That's
it's not
enough sometimes,
but it's
not
more than
enough
most people get.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm thankful to God, because had I would have been anything worthwhile to be a prominent football player, I probably would have been a not so good guy. You know, I have history. I got things that people can bring up and throw in my face. You know, I wasn't your, like, Ivy League grand smart
I
guy.
know the past,
you
the
know,
history here. Nah,
but that's how people are, dog. That's how people are.
Got life.
Yeah, you know. So people, you know, people are like that. There's even when I was playing on the team, some of the guys caught who I was dating, and they're like, yo, man, I can see your girlfriend. Your girlfriend's like, and so there's the chatter back and forth, and then, you know, I'm a bravada kind of guy. I breed bold, you know. I breathe bold. So, but I'm very humble. So at that point in time, I talked to him and I was telling him, and they were like, one of the guys like, you know, if that was me, I would have fucked you up. And I looked at him and I was like, no, dog, there's no way to fuck me up. And everybody kind of paused, and they were like, shit, we're not talking about this no more, because and that's figuratively how the conversation went. It's not literally how it went. Right. He did literally say, if that was me, I would have fucked you up. And I'm looking at him like, nah, dog, you don't even know.
I'm not the guy.
Yeah,
I'm not the guy.
Nah, dog, you don't even know my real life well enough.
It ain't me.
But we all got in there, and we had some rough moments where you know, some of the guys were pissed off that some of the people didn't have more reps, some of the guys that had more reps, you know. But you know, when you got in there, you played. I don't give a, they didn't give a, we didn't give a, you played.
Right.
We were winning. If we were losing, but you know, we paid to play, so we played. So second string, that was me.
Shit, I didn't know I was sitting next to an NFL superstar back here.
Semi-pro, low semi-pro. Thank you, Patty LaBelle, for starting the league.
Yeah, but still, that's something I didn't know about you.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah.
Yep.
Learn more every day.
Yep.
I can't share too much of my past. Some people probably come looking for them now.
They're not far. What's that? I have a slogan. It's like Samson and the lion. Right, so the lion jumps out, springs up at Samson, and he fights the lion, rips the jaws. So the idea is, life is a lion, it's always stalking. So for people, when I think about it, they're never far. People are never far. So
no,
you know,
people are always right around the corner.
Oh yeah,
especially in today's day and age when there's so many of us running around.
Well, and everybody's connected in some kind of way, shape, or form. I mean, when you're podcasting, you got 19 different streams you're linking into.
We've got, what, on this one?
So
1,700 followers.
That was a fire truck, right?
That's the one out front, yeah.
Nice.
The one that don't run yet, but hopefully will. And then here's
a day coming where the fire truck will run.
I started this account like 4 days ago. I'm already up to 101 followers
Okay.
on here. And
What'd you throw in there? Just
everything. I've got videos from work, cocoa beans video. So this one doesn't get our live stream, but this one gets like all the short clips I've made.
Was that a camper shell with a slant?
That was a Cybertruck that somebody made out of a Toyota.
I've seen that vehicle.
Yeah, it's that one. This one, but somebody made it out of an old Toyota.
We have a car driving around in our town like that.
Yep, Cybertruck.
Yeah.
And here's one of the shorts we made. I think it was me and Warlock fighting a bear or something. So I post these clips on all the sites.
Okay.
This is the one from the other night. And this is on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all the sites. So
I catch your sound over this sound.
So can I pull this up? I'll edit this section out. So Maury is one of our other founding members, and so instead of saying "let's go" because it annoys the shit out of me, we say "let's stay." Yeah. And the way Maury says it is hilarious, so that's why I was shouting him out there. But so I've been posting videos like this, little shorts, as well as doing all these live streams and podcasts. And of course, I made more music. Like this is a new song I just released called Mexican, not Mexicant.
Can't.
And it's in Spanish, so I have to do it in Spanish too.
Nice.
And then we've got TikTok. Brings me up the analytics. Oh, we're gone up. This was flat this morning.
Okay.
So up to 1.2K views on here, and then same thing. See. So we're picking up. Like that one's 341. There's 1,000 on this one. And then I do the same thing on YouTube. And you can see if I click on shorts, 1.8K, 2.6, 1.8. Like I'm getting them on these other content. I just got to make more of it. And I haven't had the time because it's been, I got to get the website updated, or I've got to fix this on the Discord, or I've got this problem on YouTube.
So it's kind of like a car.
Kind of.
Yeah. So you have shorts right there, but it has podcasts right there.
Yeah.
So do you get down in that?
Right there.
Okay.
We have everything, dude. Right. Here's all of our lives.
Spit.
Yeah, there's a lot. I've been live a lot. Some of these are the radio streams, like they're just individual. Let me find a good example. Like this is the radio stream. It's music and memes all day. So there's a lot of those in here I got to go through. And then here's look at the difference between that episode and now. Just from the background to what we're doing, it's a steady progression of upgrades. And that's what I wanted. Part of me wanted to do it the way I'm doing it is you get to see my progress. Yeah. It's like I'm starting from nothing, and you could physically just scroll down and start from where I was in here with not a damn thing, no camera, crappy microphone, all the way up to what we've got now. Yeah. And you give me 6 months, that's going to be even sexier. Right. I'm hoping that we'll be able to build a nice studio and have multiple cameras and shit.
I'm not going to go look for none of it. I'll just show up and
you don't have to just come hang out. That's all I've ever asked for you is just come hang out and shoot the shit. And I do all this bullshit myself. Yeah. And if it becomes something, then you get a paycheck. Because it's you, me, Maury, Warlock, Sanchez, and Static are like the core people. So the way I've got the whole financing on this thing figured out, if you have 100% of the income, right? 50% of that is reinvested right into the business. That's new cameras, new microphones, computers, giveaways for viewers, stuff like that. All reinvested back to the business to make the business grow. 40% is our pay. We all get an equal percentage of that. Whether, granted, maybe I'm doing 90% of the work, it doesn't matter. Y'all are here, you're participating, then you're equal in my mind. So out of that 40%, we all get a split.
The other 10% is going to God.
No, the other 10% goes toward operating costs.
Okay.
My internet, generators, parts to keep the electrical on, upgrading the electrical system around here. Like, consider that the utility bill.
Yeah.
Because I have to, like that whole, all this, right, lifting behind the curtain, everybody, all that crap back there has to be replaced with that big black frame that's sitting outside.
Yeah.
Somehow I need to get that thing inside and stood up in that corner. The problem is I brought it in here laying down, and when I try to tilt it up, it hits the ceiling. So I can't tilt it up. I need to take it apart into like 3 or 4 pieces, bring them in here, stand them up, and bolt it back together. And then I can move all the power equipment into that. So that's that 10% is to cover parts and all the bullshit to get this system working.
I get it. In
that black rack, that's actually a server rack. And what I'm going to do is put my computers in that rack. So I'll probably have 4 of them in there plus a server, because we're going to run dedicated gaming servers for Icarus, Rust, whatever we're running at the time. We'll have a server for it. And then the power supplies, like a normal computer, you plug into a wall outlet, right? Mine run off DC. So there, you can plug them right into a car battery and fire this thing up and run it off of a car battery. Because that's what's back there is 2 car batteries. So when I put them in that, it'll integrate all the power supplies, the batteries, the inverters, the converters, the monitoring equipment, all into one nice tight rack, to where all I've got to do is plug the monitors in, the USB cords for all this shit in, and that's it. Like, it's all one self-contained unit. And that's the 10%. But out of that 40%, that's what we'll all get paid for. Like, you're all my employees as far as I can say. And I'm going to throw the S word out there.
Oh, you have employees, do you?
Well, I was going to say, when I say this S word, it's not so much employees as partners, because it's a socialist pay system. We're all getting paid equally out of that 40%. You know.
So was the S word socialist?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't freak out.
No. That's what I'm saying. Is like, I'm not getting paid more than anybody else. We're all making the same. I'm just doing most of the fucking work. But I've got to get all this shit set up to the point where we can just have fun. Where I can call you and say, hey, we're gonna go ride quads this weekend. Come slap a GoPro on your chest. Let's fucking go riding. You know what I mean? And then now we got quad footage and stuff running through the woods and doing crazy shit to edit. You know, so that's the ultimate goal. Is once I get all this shit done, then we can go have fun. Then I can be like, hey, we're going hiking this weekend, or let's go fishing, or let's go, you know, and it's all content. But it's stuff we can do having fun while I'm making content. Just like with work, you know, if I'm going to go fix a boiler, is we'll record it, make something fun out of it. And I make fun of myself in the process. Like, you saw the little text pop-ups mocking me, you know? So there's, right now, I'm limited on what you see, and I don't have much of a following because I've only done the live content. Now that I'm making the shorts, I'm getting videos out. We're building viewers steadily every day. YouTube itself, I think, was at 5 subscribers last week. And we're up to 38 in a week.
Holy shoot.
So as each one of these platforms upgrades, and they're not interconnected like they should be. Like Instagram should have a link to YouTube and a link to Twitter and all that. I haven't set that up yet. So it's a lot of little stuff I've got to go through and refine. That's why I'm like, we're not live yet. We haven't launched yet. 2 weeks away. All that shit should be done. I should have all the websites refined, all the social media platforms finished. In theory, the streaming software should be sorted out and working. And then it's on to just making videos and having a good time.
Yeah.
And then hopefully by next summer, we've got the kayak rentals coming in, and I can start looking for 40, 50 acres of land in this area.
I just want to let you know, it doesn't sound good to talk about next summer in the winter.
I plan for next summer all the time.
Well, I know that. I get that. It's like when I'm in the summer, I plan for winter, but it's like I can't think of warm weather and sunlight.
I am dreaming
right
of warm weather.
I can't.
In fact, after this podcast, I'm going to go soak my ass in a hot shower.
Smart man.
Like, arthritis is already kicking in here. Plus, I got to go pick up the oldest.
I saunaed today for about an hour before I went to work.
That heat feels good once it gets in there, man. I think I got arthritis, is what it is.
It does and it doesn't. The sweat's cool, but it's
No, if I was a superhero, think like Superman, right? The sun gives him power and energy.
True.
Mine would be heat.
Okay.
My fucking kryptonite is cold.
No, for me it's
just get me cold and I'm gonna start slowing down and
for me it's the forest. As soon as I go take a hike in the forest, as soon as I come out, it's like I've embodied and embraced the whole forest. So my voice is louder, my body is stronger.
Have you done the Fort McGurvey hike?
No.
Seward?
No, I have not.
We've got to do that one together.
Okay.
That's one where we're gonna have to do it's an overnight kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because you have to time it with the tides.
Yeah.
The last time we did it, and I take the kids, my oldest daughter brought two of her friends. The one dude, and I laughed my ass off. What's that?
I'm not tired.
Oh, no. I laughed my ass off at her one friend. He's a tall guy, right? And he's talking all this mad shit. Like, I'm going to do this, no problem. He's carrying one of those battery jump starters for jump starting a car. And a ton of shit. And it's got to be 400 pounds worth of gear. I'm exaggerating, but I mean, that's how loaded this kid was. Yeah. And I'm looking at him like, you're talking a lot of shit.
Yeah.
You got to carry that 10 fucking miles, dude. Yeah. I'm not carrying your shit for you. Yeah. Let's get that clear right now. My backpack's heavy enough. If y'all don't have food, water, and bedding, that's on y'all, right?
Yeah.
I parked at the lower campground, and we had to walk to the upper campground and then start the trail. We didn't even make it to the upper campground before he was ditching half his gear.
That's fun.
We didn't even make it to the fort. Yeah. We made it 3/4 of the way. And the whole time, this kid has to take breaks. Every 10 fucking minutes, he wants a break, right?
Yeah.
And then when we finally decide to turn around because we've taken so many breaks, we can't make the beach before tide comes in, so we had to turn around. That motherfucker disappears.
Yeah.
He got his second win and took off like a fucking race runner, and he was back at the car waiting for us.
That's the worst feeling in the world. When you have so first off, I trail hike. So I don't bush hike, I trail hike. Because if I bush hike, I might but if I trail hike, it's a destination. So I go out, I hit my destination, come back.
Yep.
And that's because I have to work. I have to go to work. I can't bush hike because I can't stay out there. I can't challenge God. I'm not challenging God. I wasn't born in Alaska. I got the opportunity to come to Alaska, so there's things that I need to facilitate. So I trail hike. So when I first started trail hiking, it was 5 miles, and it was whatever, Then the hike that I was going to, they shut down the drive-in to the hike and made you park out on the road, so you had to walk 4 miles in. So the 5 mile hike out and 5 miles back is 10 miles. Now it's a 9 mile hike
just to get to the start of that hike.
Well, no, it's a 4 mile hike to get to the 5 mile hike, and then a 5 mile hike to the end and back. And that's if you don't detour. So it's 9 miles out and 9 miles
And see, that's kind of like the Fort Hurt hike too. It's like 8 miles one direction, and you have to time it with the tide, because if you don't, you get stuck on a beach up against the fucking rocks, like a foot of space between you and the ocean.
So that's different. Like, that's different, because by that time it's like, look, you make this hike. It's like, you don't make this hike, we turn around or somebody gets up.
We turn around or we're camping right at the, on top of that fucking rock right there.
So, yeah, I like trail hiking. It's worth it, definitely.
Well, if you're up for it, man, next summer we should do this one. Like, this is some of the photos of it.
If we do this one, I wanna do Crow Creek Pass?
Crow Creek
Pass.
I'd be down for that. I've seen it.
I think it's from Girwood to Eagle River. If we do that one, we do Crow Creek Pass.
Crow Creek Pass Trailhead. Let's see what she says.
Yeah.
21 miles, 3,500 feet of elevation gain.
Fuck yeah.
For 1 hour drive. Man, you're smoking crack.
all we gotta do is drop the truck off at one trailhead and then drive to the next one and then walk the rest of it.
Just go one direction.
I did 23 miles on a overnight hike.
I was gonna say that ain't happening on one day for my ass.
I did Johnson's Pass. Johnson's Pass was...
You are 6'6". Your legs are long enough to walk a quarter mile every step. God damn it!
I barely made it. I am not gonna lie. I did the over. I started at night about 7 p.m. I hiked for all the way up until 12. I camped in a bad spot. I camped in a meadow. I was stupid. Whatever. I didn't know. It was marshmallow too, so it was cold. I got back up. I walked all the way out and got to the car about 3 p.m. and like 2-3 miles left, I was faded. I can't make it. I need water. I need food. I had canned food. What's it called? Hawaiian bread. The
Hawaiian sweet rolls.
Yeah, Hawaiian sweet rolls all mashed up. I had all the wrong stuff, but I was so determined to get out to the car or finish the hike because I thought I thought I was compromised by a bear, so I did this infernal dumb moment. So when I went to camp, the dog was charged up. I camped. My hiking buddy Kendra, she was like, hey, take your pack and tie it and then hang it up in a tree so that the bear won't come to your tent and it won't be able to reach your bag. So about 50 feet, 70 feet from where I was setting the tent, I tied the bag, put it up in the tree, threw the rope over, pulled it up, tied it to the tree. So it was like 10, 15 feet in there. No big deal. I had dog food in there too, because I didn't know. I intended to do a 3-day hike.
Right.
3 overnights. So I get in the tent, I go to sleep. The dog wakes up and he's like tracking in the tent an animal that's pushing into the tent. So as it pushes in, the dog pushes back slowly. So the dog's like, hold on. And I'm stupid, dog. I'm stupid dumb. So I'm laying there and I look and I'm like, bouncer, stop, man. Don't do that. Leave it alone, bouncer. Because I can't recollect. I'm like, that whatever it is, if I die, I die. So I got my gun in my hand and I'm not even thinking, pull up, get ready to shoot, defend yourself. Before that, when I set up the tent, I put a challenge out there. I did. I walked about 15 to 20 paces out from the tent and I pissed at 4 corners around the tent.
Marking your territory.
I was like, you know what? There's this much Alaska. Give me this 15, 20 paces. So I pissed at 4 corners and I go to sleep. Well, before that, I let the dog eat. And so he had the kibble in front of the tent. So I go to sleep. The dog does his little excursion I go back to sleep. I wake up and I'm shivering, like hypothermic shiver. And I'm like, shoot, dang it, I'm cold.
Come back here, bear. I need to snuggle.
Yeah. So I go to sleep, wake back up, and I walk outside the tent, and it's still dark. I look, I'm trying to see the bag, see if it's been messed with, tampered with. I get to walking around the tent, trying to check the tent. And right where my 15-20 pace piss is, there's a pile of scat, like a large pile of scat right on it. And I'm like, shit. Up. So,
motherfucker, this is my territory.
so I go back, I get in the tent, and I was like, forget it. I'll go back in the tent. If he comes back, he comes back. So I lay down, go to sleep, wake up. It's morning, and I can hear people walking on the trail because in the meadow, I walked in about 50 feet from the trailhead, so I didn't get lost because I'm stupid,
Right?
you know, and I'm out there by myself, and I don't know any better. So I hear the people, and I was like, forget it, I'm going to sleep, you know. So I wake up again, and so I start to examine the area and try and figure out what the F was messing with my dog, what the F is this dropping. And so I walk over to the stump, pull down my pants, take a scat myself, you know, take some tissue paper, wipe it, throw it in there. It was like, game on, motherfucker, come and find me, you know. After that, you know, my bravado kicked in, and I was like, and I'll walk all the way out this mother, you know. And there's piles of grass spot that are like almost 10 feet long, about 7 feet tall. And I'm like, dog, this bear has to be literally sitting and like kicking back for a while and then walking. And I didn't see no tracks or nothing like that because I don't know. It's just like this big spot, every random place. But they say if you go in the bush and you're hiking, a bear normally can be just sitting in the bush, kicking back, and you can sneak up on it on accident and get your ass whooped, you know? So my mentality was like, all right, I'm in Johnson's Pass. I live in Anchorage. This could be a potential sneak up on a bear moment. So I'm walking, and but like I said, 2 or 3 miles to the end of it, I was faded, man. It's walked zombie the whole way out. Saw some cute woman, was like, hey, there might be a bear back there. I'm not really sure. And that's what they trained me.
There might be a bear back there, but there's definitely some shit back there. Watch it.
I definitely left some shit behind, but there might be a bear. Right? I was like, I'm just being honest, you know. And I rattled off my whole briefing to her. It was like, all right, I did the whole hike. I didn't see a bear. There's areas where it looked like there was a bear. I didn't see anybody on the trail. You're the only one that I've seen. So good luck. Hopefully everything goes well. And that's because that's like trailhead respect. Anytime you see a hiker, you just give them
outdoor etiquette.
Yeah, as much information as you can.
Definitely.
So, it's funny as hell, though.
Oh, that's a good one, man. I'm gonna clip that story.
I think I even prayed, man. I was like, Lord, if you let me get through this, I'll. I have no idea. And then all of a sudden, that's when Bluetooth nanotechnology kicked in, and then I started hearing like my roommate and my roommate's girlfriend and my mom, and I'm like, F you guys, I'm walking on this goddamn trail and there's a bear out here somewhere.
Hey, boo boo.
Yeah. But not trying to outshadow your story, but.
Oh, you're good. I mean, that's the whole point. Like I just told you, I want to hear stories like 5 minutes ago. It's like, I want to hear people's stories. Tell me more, goddammit. Two things I've learned tonight that I didn't know about you. You were a semi-pro ball player, and you shit on the Bears' fucking territory.
I did. I didn't even give a shit. I told that motherfucker to come and find me, and I literally meant it.
The funny thing is, I wrote a song called Grudge in the Great White North about a dude who's like in a feud with a grizzly bear.
Oh, yeah.
And then you tell me this story, and I'm like, I wish I'd heard the story first. I'd have wrote the song to match yours, and it made you guys are shitting in the woods in a feud instead of tracking them down.
I told that Are you on me? I don't start no won't be no I took my and said, come and find me.
You started the shit by pissing in his yard. Then he had to come take a dump on your tent.
Paces of space in Alaska.
Yeah, well, that 15 spaces was his fucking his breakfast nook. It's where you were pinching a loaf.
He literally squatted right where my piss was. Like, I walked it out and I was like,
Oh, he was definitely done with your bullshit.
Yeah, this is exactly where I pissed at, and that mother is gonna get some payback for that.
What a communist. Oh shit. Chuck Berry, that's what that was.
Damn sure wasn't Go, I tell you that much. Chinese Go, like, occupy this much space, it's mine. No, that's not. Apparently it's
nothing but Bubba. Be aware, there's a bear. I guess that answers the question. Does a bear shit in the woods?
Yeah, he does. He
shits right next to your campsite.
Yeah, he shits on piss too. Unless a human had a real healthy eatery, it was like,
I mean,
reading shit.
Have you seen me after a bad night at Taco Bell? It'd be comparable.
To me.
Oh shit. Well, I think you good to call her there?
Yeah, we can call it. I gotta warm up the car though, so don't.
Oh, you're fine, because I gotta, do all the cleanup and breakdown. So go fire it up and then come in and stay warm for a minute. Let me go ahead and say goodbye to everybody. We appreciate you hanging out. Sorry we didn't send this one live this time. Again, we had a bit of an internet issue, and so this is a pre-recorded episode, and I will be cutting some pretty good clips from it. Excuse me. One more. All right, we're good. Don't forget to go to the website, DainBramageEntertainment.com. We are upgrading and making changes to that this week. We've got the Stream Boss feature in there. Whoever holds the title at the end of the month will win a $100 Amazon gift card. So get in there and compete for that. And more videos to come, more upgrades, more changes, and hopefully more entertaining options for you. I am Sancho, joined by
Silentknight371. Today it was 1, 3. What was it?
It's one lonely man, 3 women rejecting him, and 7 times he cries into his pillow. Right? No.
It is 7. It is 7 times. It's 37 times I've cried into my pillow
37.
over the 3 women that rejected me for me being myself.
Okay.
I'm working towards 371 cries.
We're gonna find you a woman, I swear. That's gonna become my next project, is getting him a wife.
I believe in you.
Don't put a lot of faith in me because I'm antisocial. So It's gonna be, hey baby, you got any good single friends so we can hook up with a 6'6" chocolate man over here?
Oh yeah, Toblerone.
Oh, you know what? I never put that together.
Silentknight371. Silentknight371.
We appreciate y'all hanging out. We will catch you next Friday.
All right.